Father, we just want to ask, oh God, right now, Lord God, just continue to strengthen this community as we mourn a great soldier that was lost, oh God. And Father, we just ask, oh God, to strengthen the families, oh God, to strengthen our law enforcement, our first responders, our schools, our doctors, and our hospitals, oh God. And Father, we just continue to pray for peace in this community, in this county, in this state, and in this country, across the world, God. Father, continue to protect all our troops, oh God. Father, continue to protect our elected officials. Father, continue to give them the courage and strength to endure, to work together, God, as we move into this world, God. Father, we thank you right now. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Let's fix the flag. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do a roll call. Supervisor Gray. Supervisor Wilson.
Here.
Supervisor Gaines.
Here.
Supervisor Middleton.
Present.
Deputy Paige King. Present. Chancery Clerk Brandy Lewis. Attorney Scott Slover. Attorney Scott Slover.
Present. Present.
County Administrator Missy Khan.
Present.
And approval of the minutes for March 2026.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines.
Second.
A second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion?
Yes, ma'am, Madam President. March the 2nd, minutes. One of them said a motion was made by Supervisor Wilson, second by Supervisor Gaines, and unanimously carried to approve the attached claim. I just think the minutes need to reflect what the motion was, like the rest of these minutes. Still saying, see the attached exhibit.
It's the dockets, the claims are the dockets.
Both of them on 16, March the 16th and the 2nd, those are dockets.
The very first one that has it says exhibit 1. Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of the docket.
So moved.
Can I get a motion? Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Middleton. Any discussion?
I got a question. Mr. Dollar, or anybody on the board, do you know if anybody is in the National Guard or it's just there? Anybody in there?
The National Guard uses it, don't they?
I ain't seen them in long.
I see people going in and out, but I don't know what's going on there.
Oh, you do?
Not,
Okay.
There's not much going on there.
You were asking how they use the building city?
Yeah, okay. I was just looking at,
It's more like,
Week, or like a weekend or
yeah, like
something.
weekend, maybe some storage things in there, but it's not,
Not every day.
yeah, it's not exactly.
I was just looking at this high light bill we got over there. $605. I thought wasn't nobody using it, so if somebody using it, I guess.
Well, it's probably three-phase going there, it's probably $400 minimum.
Next question, let me show this. Thank
You
you.
good on? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carries. The next, we're gonna have the approval of the monthly financial report. We're gonna do them all together. The Adams County Sheriff Office, the Chancery Clerk, and the Purchasing Clerk. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton.
Second.
Second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carries. Is in here? Go ahead.
I'll be looking at, our little book that they give us. And with the reports from both of those officers also say, we need to get a fund balance of what's going on in the county. So I'm wondering by next meeting, could we get that? Could I get that if nobody else wants?
Yes, I can do that. Actually, that's kind of what I had planned, because I have a lot of adjustments to make to get the funds in the right buckets.
Thank you.
Sounds good. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. We need to do a court order,
Quarterly.
court order report. It's not on here, but I'm gonna need a motion, have we seen?
Do it what?
The motion to approve the quarterly financial
Quarterly.
reports.
Every quarter.
Every quarter.
So,
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines,
Second.
second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion?
Yeah, explain what we approved.
It's not on the agenda, but
It's
we're
not on
supposed
the
to do it
agenda, but
quarterly.
we're supposed to
Approve
do
the
it.
docket.
It's quarterly reports of the sheriff's office.
Cool, I just did.
Quarterly report, okay,
Quarterly, yeah.
I got you.
Quarterly report. All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Okay, special presentations, if we have any special presentations? Anyone here for any special presentations? The next is, county business. Mr. Jerry Ogden. You need to go to the podium. State your name and address.
Jerry Ogden, Natchez, Mississippi, live at 14 Heather Drive, P.O. Box 101, Natchez. What I come before the board today for, and which I've also talked with Robbie Dolly this morning, we had some discussion, has to do with a box culvert on South Palestine Road. That box culvert was put in approximately 1991. I signed documents with the board of supervisors, ultrasound in 1990. The culvert that was there, no doubt, needed replacing. It's got a good culvert there, but when that culvert was designed, it was a state aid project. Whoever designed it did not take into account that all of the stream beds along the Homochitto River have been cutting down ever since the Corps of Engineers channeled out the Homochitto River, which that goes back in probably the 1920s or 30s. So in 1970 and 71, when I was 14, 15 years old, I worked for Walter Simon on his farm, which was on Geddes property. That creek was about a quarter of a mile east of the road that went across, which is called Muddy Dirt Road, Farming Road, from Frogmore Plantation to Moreland. By the time it was 1990, that had cut past that road and just kept moving westward, and then that creek turns to the north. But what had happened is that stream bed is now cut all the way to that culvert, and we've been battling this for about 15 years plus, which Robbie knows about. So by them not taking into account, now the water's washing back and cutting under that box culvert. And that needs to be addressed, but at the same time, over the years, there's been a little bit of riprap put in, and then there's been broken concrete with slick faces on it, which does not slow down the speed of the water, which will not slow down the dam. So when you come off the box culvert, the area before it gets right back into the creek bed keeps getting wider and wider and eroded out. So we need to address that and get that repaired and fixed. And Robbie and I, we talked earlier, and add some things to it. Also, the engineer said he would get with me and we'll meet on it. So we just need to address the problem once and for all and solve that. And then another reason, I want to say why it needs to be fixed. If I put up a fence, I don't have to deal with eroding out continuously. I've been dealing with it already for a long time.
What's your address again?
The address of that property is 771 South Palestine Road.
We spoke, Mr. Ford spoke with him, Mr. Ford's gonna meet with him, he's gonna look at his schedule, get with Mr. Ogden, go out, look at it, take a look and see what on the county's behalf we can do to help eliminate the erosion problem. We said it's going out, running back on labor, which we just did a job within the county in the last 6 months of sort of like what he's talking about. So Mr. Ford's gonna meet with him and, bring back the recommendation to the board, what we can do.
In other words, if the box cover wasn't there, it would already have cut South Palestine Road and would have cut further north up on Spencer property. So you wouldn't even have a cover and you wouldn't have a crossing without fixing something and if that box cover hadn't stopped the erosion.
Take care of it.
Yeah,
Go
we
with
just,
it.
we won't get
Take care.
back in here.
Yeah. They'll come out.
Okay, we've got that underway. One other thing I would like to ask, which I don't know, and maybe a lot of people in the county don't know. What is the debt of Adams County? And of that debt, what are we doing to relieve this county of that debt and pay it off and get rid of it and get in what I would call good financial standing?
Mitzi, you probably have a better idea than anybody.
Actually, I worked on that last week. I've got all the debt accumulated, and so now my next plan is to make a plan to where we can start paying it off faster. But I had to get everything pulled together, but I didn't do that last week. So
So we're working on it.
we will have an answer at the next meeting.
We did pass a motion about 2 months ago that all the monies that come into the accounts from the IP site or in Bellwood, all the lease money, instead of it going to the general fund, it's supposed to go into a separate fund to help pay off debt. So that ought to be a pretty sizable amount of money that we can work down the debt with. But for the last, I guess, since they bought the IP property, the money's just been going to the general fund, and all they've been doing is paying the debt service every month. So we still have a pretty substantial balance on that. I think it's around $9 million.
I think it's just not that much. That's what we borrowed, that's been years ago.
Well, the way we're paying it, there's not much, not in the principal now.
Should be down to 6 or something like that.
And I understand we don't
We
have
still
a
need,
tax
that's been,
revenue.
it's been over 10 years ago, we down
I
probably
knew
now.
it was up there, but I don't see
Like
it.
people buying a house for 30-year mortgage.
Okay, any other questions?
One other thing, I understand we don't have a lot of tax revenues, we don't have business coming in here. And this is not to pull anybody down, doesn't matter who you are up there. But make sure anybody on this board, somebody that represents Adams County, whether it's an individual that comes forward, or whether it's somebody on the board, or whether we're just sending a letter to local residents of this county, let's make sure whatever goes out is properly worded and grammatically correct, and be professional. Now, I think probably everybody in this room knows what I'm talking about from what went out sometime not long ago.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I'll tell you this, there was a letter that was sent out, and the secretary was internal, they did the letter. So we're making sure that it get corrected properly. It was internal.
Okay, we want people to come here, we want businesses to come here. If we're gonna get them here, we just got to be professional in what we do. And when you talk about that, and talk about raising tax bases, this board, and that's just board of aldermen, in my opinion, should come together, and they should hire somebody that knows business, knows how to go talk to companies, and goes and looks up companies to address to come in here instead of sitting on the sidelines, not doing anything. And like I said, I'm not trying to tear anybody down, just, I don't know what everybody's doing. I don't read the paper every time it comes out. But we've got to get business in here, we've got to get the tax base up. And if the county board of supervisors, and I can say that Kevin Wilson knows what I'm talking about when it comes to business. And I go meet with people all the time and have raised millions of dollars from drill oil and gas wells for. You've got to get somebody out in the business world that knows how to go talk to people and look up companies. Who knows who we could get in here if we go address it and we go initiate it with them.
Madam President,
Go ahead, Supervisor Rice.
as far as I know, we do pay somebody to do exactly what you're saying, the city and the county do that. We do pay somebody to do that.
Do they do it?
Well, we just live out, of here,
Are you talking about Natchez Inc.?
Sir,
Who are you talking about that goes and does that? Who do you pay?
Chandler,
Natchez Inc., yeah.
yeah, he's being paid by the city and the county. That's why we put that money together, for to pay him and the people he worked with to go recruit business. That's why we do that.
All right, I'll take you for your word. But I'm outside looking in. I'll tell you, I don't know everything that goes on up there, so I'm not trying to say it. But outside looking in, I think a lot better job could be done.
I don't know how much you know about the airport and what we're doing out there, but we're trying to get an airline in here. Mr. Beasley is our new director of the airport. And, that's gonna be huge because people don't wanna land in New Orleans and drive 3 or 4 hours, get to Natchez to do a 1 hour meeting and drive back 3 or 4 hours, or Jackson either. So having that, it'll make it a lot easier for our sites to be accessible.
Hopefully that will help.
And Mr. Alderman, before you leave, go ahead, Scott.
Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, I just want to remind the board and the public that Natchez now is a public-private board, so private people can participate in their economic development by becoming a member of Natchez now. And so I would encourage the speaker to reach out to Natchez now and join a membership if he hasn't already, because that is part of the funding source for the economic development. So it's both public and private funded to get economic development driving into the county. So I just would encourage any interested like this guy to involve themselves that way.
My last comment on this is this. I think we have a great community. I think we got a lot of great stuff going on. But the negative people that put out the negative stuff about our community do more harm to our community than anything, because just like you say, the people that want to locate here, they read that. And them people don't even live here, but he getting paid to do this. So that's what needs to be addressed. Thank you.
Mr. Rodney, with all due respect, perhaps you should read the newspaper and study it more, rather than.
I read quite a bit in it. I'm not saying I read it every day. I don't read every day.
Or Peter Rinaldi.
Thank you, Ms. James.
And I don't think me and the Democrat don't always see eye to eye, but I agree 100% with her on this.
And before I started, I said I didn't want to be negative or tear anybody down. I wanted to be positive. And if I didn't know something, I told you I didn't know. So I'm asking for information.
Yeah, but you getting information from somebody that don't know. You need to get it from the
I didn't
source.
get any information from anybody other than I saw a copy of the letter, and I said, I didn't want to tear anybody down, I just said, let's be professional. And I didn't call any names, and I said, well, if it was any of y'all or anybody in the community, if y'all write a letter, or you send it out, be sure it's correct and to the point, and get rid of the errors and the typos. And hey, I'll sit right here. I sent an email out last week, I didn't proof it quick enough. But behind Daydreams Resources LLC, I put 3 L's instead of 2. I'm not perfect either.
Ms. Alden, I think we on the same page, what we want for this community, but if some other people is not on the same page that we on and don't want positive stuff to happen in this community.
we've gotta have positive stuff happen.
Okay, we're gonna move forward. Thank you, Mr. Austin.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Mr. Doug Wimley.
Got a couple of things for the board this morning. I don't know in what order they're showing up on the agenda, but the first is the final payout for the Bellwood Levee project. That project is complete. We did a final walkthrough and inspection with Robbie and other, I believe Wes was there as well. Walked through that project. It's been accepted by the county. So the final pay application for that just represents the retainage that was held from the payments made to the contractor for $192,700 and something. $192, $174.
That's on the docket already anyway.
No, it's not on the
It's not on the docket, it's just getting it approved today.
Yes.
Okay, can I get a motion?
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton,
Second,
second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion?
So,
Robbie.
go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, we walked through it, we really walked through it, drove through it, Wes was there, I was there. I've been down since this, it is a couple of erosion spots starting right off the blacktop right there to the side, I figured y'all had saw them as well as, I saw them the week before last, so, I know it's a few things that need to be addressed, but yeah, overall.
Okay.
Any other discussion?
On the discussion I have, Mr. Wimley, the spots that he talking about, y'all gonna take care of it, right?
Yeah, it's under a 1-year warranty to
Okay.
take care of stuff like
Thank
that. We'd be forever trying to fix erosion stuff out there.
All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Okay. You have anything else?
I believe the other item on the agenda was we had presented, the board with, what would be task order number 3. This is to do a cleanup project at International Paper, at the former International Paper site. I believe Chandler has lined up money with, NBA to do some more cleanup out there, and this is to do put together the bid package to have that bid out and continue to clean up.
You have anything else while we get Chandler in here? That's all
That
we
was
have?
it.
He's on his way.
Is Chandler coming?
He was, he's in the back room, in the back door.
We don't have to. Okay.
You wanted it to vote.
Yeah, we have some questions.
Morning.
Doug, you just mentioned the packet for the,
The cleanup at IP.
Oh, yeah, so y'all, this is the grant agreement that y'all approved at the, was it last meeting, or meeting before last?
I think it's before last.
Which is the continued, I say demolition, getting the site back to Greenfield ready. It has some project items in there as well. some, debris cleanup and, probably moving some of the, concrete into the, basically fixing some of the St. Catherine Creek stuff that's going on out there that will help us there too. So, but it definitely, we need to get started on it, and quicker we can get going. So, what we've said is all of the funds is, I think it totals roughly, for $3.5 million on this first tranche. We've got another 1.9 that's coming behind this that will kind of wrap up all of the continued site work, and we need to get it rolling. So I don't know if there was a specific question regarding the effort. The engineering, so that is all the money that we have. I mean, for the 3.5 and 1.9, that includes engineering and cleanup. So that's what that is what it is designed to do, and we'll go about it in that direction. So I apologize if something being late was.
I have a question. So the document that you sent me for the, compensation, is that just Neil Schaefer? It's
That's the task order
yeah, task
to do the
order.
work.
To do the work. So that's just Neil Schaefer.
That's right.
Okay.
We've not bid that
Y'all have
that
not
was for us
bid it
to
out.
put together the
Okay.
bid package, to get quotes, the bids, to do the cleanup.
Okay, I just want to get clarification for that.
And it should be able to be recouped out of the funds that are there. So, I don't know.
The funds that are there,
Yeah.
that,
Out of the 3.5.
3.5.
that you apply for.
So basically, how I understand it will take place is if the board will approve for them to proceed. The grant is already approved, your bids come in, and then when his engineering fees hit the board, they're able to be recouped out of the 3.5.
Okay.
So,
Okay. It works like the last one.
You got it.
no, and that was the question, I think, on last meeting, that was one of the questions, to make sure that the engineering fees was included with this payment, and that way we won't get to the end and say, well, we used up the money, then we responsible for engineering fees. So that's the thing that we need to make sure it's cleared up. And
I understand, Warren, exactly.
yeah, that's all.
All right, so Doug, you're just looking for a motion to approve Neil Schaefer to get the bid packet out.
That's right.
I'll make that motion.
Got a motion by
I'll
Supervisor
second that
Middleton and a second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Madam President.
Go ahead, Supervisor.
Chairman, since you in the room, we had some concerns from Mr. Ogden over here saying that the city and the county need to hire somebody to recruit jobs in this community. So could you explain, what you do?
Yeah, we are the recruitment arm for Natchez and Adams County, and definitely working every day. I think since the we've probably put in 12 entities over the years, ranging from Markow to Interfab to Febro to Netco to Genesis to continue to name those, and so LPS to everything, bunch of entities. So we're definitely working at it. We're, have significant volume right now, meaning our portfolio of prospective business and industry right now is extremely high. We will go, hopefully, I'll ask the board to go into executive session, later today to continue to discuss ongoing economic development projects and the sale or lease of, publicly owned property for development. So we have been extremely active in there and continue to do our dead level best to continue to bring jobs and investment to Natchez and Adams County.
Thank you.
All in favor, say aye.
Uh,
All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Okay, that's all you all have? I'm gonna deviate from the agenda a little bit, call Ms. Lynette Smith, she has somewhere to go, so I'm gonna call for her to let her go ahead.
Good morning, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
She must have been a school teacher.
She ain't got her hearing aid in. We said good morning, but we just said it
Yeah.
loud.
Really? Paige, you correct me if I'm wrong, was it the last meeting that, Mr. Furr approached the board with the invoices for the Chester Lewis ball field? Was the last meeting or the first meeting in March?
Might have been the first one.
Okay.
For Phoenix
So-
Construction.
Okay, so I'm here today to get permission to, for Ms. Angela, President, to sign the request for cash so I can submit this payment under the cap loan for the Chester Lewis ball field. This cash request is just for construction in the amount of $61,417.50. Again, that invoice was already approved by the board. It was Mr. Furr approached the board for this invoice.
Okay, you heard the request?
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carries.
Thank you. I just wanted to remind the board, Missy and I have been in discussion about this, Mr. Furr's invoice, itself, that would be paid out of, county funds. So, Ms. Missy, if you wanna elaborate a little bit more on that for the board, or?
Yeah, I think I have it on my list.
Okay.
We go ahead and take care of it now.
The loan has paid out to date $13,000 for, Mr. Furr's cost, and the remaining balance is $7,000 per his contract that will be paid out of, county funds, not the loan funds.
So I do have a budget amendment for $13,100 to cover that, invoice. I found it.
That $13,000 covers $7,000 for FERS, and, the rest will be Phoenix Construction. The county already has, Paige, you should have FERS invoice, correct?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting it. Either we can do it now or we can do it in my section.
Okay. In your section, we'll just do it in her.
Okay,
report.
that's all I
Okay.
have.
All right, thank you,
Thank
appreciate it. All right, we're gonna move forward to city government, business, if any. In city business, none.
Have a nice day.
Departmental
Thank
report.
you, you too.
Departmental reports. You wanna come up, tax assessor, from the tax assessor office?
Good morning.
Morning.
How you doing? Kim from the tax assessor's office. I've just got a couple of things. I'm going to start with two board orders I have. For Mr. Tim and Carolyn Johnson at 57 Morgantown Road. They had two properties. They had three properties, and they combined two of those into another one. And those two properties that were combined were not deleted. The first total on one is $303.89. And for the second property that was combined, it's $313.70. And those have been double assessed because they were combined and these old invoices were not, old accounts were not deleted. So I'm asking if we can reduce for those reasons.
You heard the request, can I get a motion? Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
The next thing I have is we have some incorrect social security numbers in our system. Department of Revenue is still sending out letters to correct social security numbers that have been wrong for years. I have 11 here that all of these people came in and we made the change to correct those social security numbers, and I'm asking y'all to approve those changes.
You heard the request,
So moved.
got a motion by Supervisor Wilson,
Second.
second by Supervisor Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
The next thing I have for you is for Mr. Hughes, our tax assessor, to attend the Mississippi Assessor and Collector Association down in Biloxi, and I have, the documents for his travel to be approved.
Okay. You heard the request, got a motion by Supervisor Gaines,
Second.
and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
And last but not least, Mr. Hughes, County G, has had some issues, and he put it in the shop and not knowing he needed an open PO because he was unsure of the cost. He went ahead and had the Jeep fixed. I've got the invoice here, but the Jeep is at Natchez Dodge, and they are holding the Jeep until the invoice is paid. The amount of that invoice is $2,434.30, and he has asked me to.
2,000 what?
$2,434.30.
Does
Did
he
we
have,
get a, that was an open PO, we didn't have an appeal for it.
does he have money in his,
Not enough to cover that.
can he get it from somewhere else in his budget?
What is something to do with PO though?
They thought he had something to do with the PO though.
Of course, yeah,
We said we
Scott.
just was gonna, Scott, are you here? Scott,
I'm here.
okay. Did
I'm
you,
here.
okay, did you hear what's going on with the, vehicle with the tax assessor? I mean, yeah, the tax.
Yes, this is one of those where purchasing was not followed and the budgetary restrictions were not followed. So the line item in the budget was exceeded, and then there was an PO. And so the way to correct this would be with a pay order, which we put a moratorium on. So the board would need to approve us doing a court or filing something. You have to make a finding that the vendor provided these services in good faith, and it was the error of the county official, and the county official has to sign stating that they know they can be personally liable for these costs if there's a taxpayer that files some sort of recovery suit.
You heard? Can you come closer? Scott, can you repeat that? She didn't hear it.
I thought I explained to her before this meeting, but to get a pay order, the only way to correct this would be through the court, because county purchasing wasn't followed, both on the budgetary line item section as well as the purchasing order wasn't obtained for an amount that was above the threshold that you have to get one. And so the only way to correct it again is to court order, and the board would need to find that there is, the vendor provided these services in good faith, not involved in the violation and so forth, and the official that makes a mistake is personally liable for these costs if the taxpayer comes and files some sort of suit. So we would do, basically, the board gets permission to do a court order.
Get a court order.
Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
Okay. All right. You have anything else?
That is all.
Okay. Thank you, Scott.
Okay, Scott will prepare that.
No,
Yeah.
Ma, you need to be, she need to be asking Mr. Hughes, is he good with it? He just don't know that to pay.
So we need a motion to give Scott permission
To do a
Draw it
court
up.
order. Yeah. Scott, do we need a motion for that to get him to get commission to get a court order?
Excuse me.
Yes, but y'all put, y'all said we can't get no more pay orders, that we need permission for it.
You heard the request.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Wilson. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion?
All the discussion I have, is anything, would you make sure you explain that to, Mr. Hughes, exactly what
Yes, sir.
the attorney said?
Yes, sir, I will.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Next.
Madam President,
All in favor, say aye. I carry that
You
motion.
got too much paper over
I
there.
know, I
Madam
got
President,
too much going on.
I just want to say that, we all need to learn from what just happened. And could you send some out to each department head to let them know the process when it comes to doing this, where this won't happen again?
Supervisor
Thank you,
Gray,
ma'am.
he's been told by several different individuals how the process works.
Well, sometimes you can tell somebody something, and then when they see it in black and white, maybe they'll understand it better. So just send it, thank you.
Yes. Okay. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. And next, go ahead.
Good morning, Joe Belling with the Intervention Court, Accountability and Recovery Court. I'm here to ask for travel for myself, Agent Oglesby, Judge Drake, and Judge Blackwell. The only paperwork that's been submitted is for Judge Drake, and she's getting mileage and her meals up front. The other, but ours will be reimbursed by through the AIR program out of UNC, University of Medical Center.
Okay, do I have the paperwork?
You have it just for Judge Drake, she's the only one that can do it.
So she is advanced.
She said she's getting her man travel and her day's meal.
So the rules that apply to us don't apply to her. When you get an advance, you gotta come back with receipts and all that kind of crap.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
It does. She gonna have to submit it.
submit everything, so we
Yeah.
can submit it to UMC, because they're gonna reimburse the county.
What she
Okay.
gonna have to
This
submit
isn't
is her
gonna cost the
meals.
Okay.
When she come back.
You need a motion.
Yeah, I need a motion. Let me find it first. I need to. Let me see it. Okay, I said we got it today. Okay, I have it. All right, can I get a motion?
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Wilson. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Thank you.
Okay. That's all you have?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, my name is Sandra Woods. I am the coordinator for the Home and Restoration Program, which is the one that's treatment for here. And I'm coming to you to ask for approval for travel, in July for myself, Assistant District Attorney Lisa Dale, and Case Manager Duchess Frater. And it will be reimbursed by AOC.
Okay, I have it all here. Can I get a motion? Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton and a second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Okay, all right, thank you. Next,
Good morning,
good morning.
Marlon Swayze with Adams County 911 Dispatch. And I have the calls for service numbers for March the 1st through the 31st as follows. Next Police Department at 959. Adams County Sheriff's Office, 587. And Nexus Fire Department at 59,000.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Michelle Riley, Adams County Sanitation Department. I just want to come in and give our report. We, billed out 5,816 bills for the month. Everybody is billed at regular rates with us. Trash company has run, their regular hours. We didn't have very many call-ins. A few that we did have called in was this, state speaking about somebody that takes their trash cans and the family members actually took it right to the back house because the wind was one part. So we didn't really have very many, discrepancies
you. All right.
Morning, board.
Morning.
Sammy Minor, Veteran Service Officer for the county. I have a few things for you this morning. First, I'm still waiting on the resolution for, my two veterans that turned, 100 and 100, will be turning 101 already turned 101 this year.
Okay.
And the next thing is, my sand down, which will be the 20th of June. Just want to spread that, let you guys know. It's gonna be at the safe room between, 11 o'clock and 11 a.m. and 3 o'clock p.m.
Okay.
And, the last thing I have is, request permission to travel for the National Veterans, County Veterans Service Office Organization, annual training. It's gonna, be in Reno. I have the paperwork right here.
Okay. Let me see if I have it up here.
No,
I don't have it up here.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I got some meeting things for the hotel, but I had to,
Okay, we haven't got the, resources signed here. I have to do some, upstairs and look and sign.
okay.
Okay, just a straight, the way you want to? Okay. Right on the bottom. Okay. And the dates are May 28th through June 5th. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton and a second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it. Motion carried. Anything else?
That's all I have. Any questions from the board?
Anyone have any questions? Okay, thank you. Thanks.
Morning, board.
Morning.
We had, 391 911 requests, 256 of those transported. Average response time in the city is 8 minutes and 14 seconds at 91% reliability. The county is 12 minutes and 4 seconds at 93% reliability. We had 74 refusals after we made scene, 8 no patient contacts, 20 canceled prior to arrival. We had 28 sites. That's a pretty significant jump from the prior month. Once again, police department and sheriff's department does a really good job of keeping those scenes safe for the crew as much as possible. 167 multiple same timeline calls, 9 medical flights from the fields, and if you'll notice at the bottom, we had 1 EMS crew assaulted and injured. That came as a result of us actually starting the transport. PD had cleared the scene. Party was cooperating. As soon as we pulled away from PD presence, they commenced whooping on the medic. The driver pulled over and got back there, and they were able to get her physically restrained. But it did cause injury to the medic, and she was treated and released back to the truck right there at the same time. So we did pursue that under state of Mississippi law. That is a felony offense. It's just the same as striking law enforcement. And because there was injury, we had her press the charges. We have, to give you progress on our medic students, 3 tested and passed their mid-semester exams, which means they're at the halfway point. This is a crucial point because some of the harder modules are at the front of it. So they're not on autopilot yet, but they're approaching that timeline. We'll be walking in here and saying, we have 3 more paramedics. All 3 residents of Adams County, all 3 started as EMTs, and we're paying for them to go to school and get that medic. So, I want to give y'all a report on that. Do y'all have any questions for me?
Have any questions?
Thank y'all.
Appreciate you.
Good morning, board.
Good morning.
Everybody, Brad, Adams County, got a couple things this morning on the EMA side. For the request travel, to attend the floodplain conference, May 12th to the 14th. That's in Biloxi, Mississippi. President should have that information.
You heard the request, can I get a motion?
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Also, the EMA side, the time for our state mutual aid compact with the state, to allow us to help other counties. In the event that another county need our help, we can go assist them, and the state can try to reimburse some of the money on that. That's our annual state mutual aid compact. We need the president, the board clerk, and the attorney to sign. I already sent it to Scott, he looked at it, said it's okay on that. So we just need those signatures of the document.
I have it right here.
Need to get approved.
Yeah, it need to be approved.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines, second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion?
Discussion. Brad, when we do that, does your counties that participate, that you go participate with, do they sign the same kind of thing, so if something happen here, that they can come
Yes.
participate?
Yep, yes,
We
we
have-
are countywide mutual aid,
Okay.
help out one another.
All right. Yeah, that's the
Any
idea.
other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Anything else?
Yeah, on the fire side, April 16th, I need to request travel to our regional fire coordinators in Lincoln County, this attorney.
Okay. You heard the request.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines, and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Okay, these are just one days, requesting travel to attend the Ray Lobster training in Hines County on May 13th for Tom McGee and Billy Humphries.
You heard the request.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Wilson. Can I get a second? Second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
All right, the next is our volunteer firefighter conference. I'm just gonna read off everybody. There's only 3 of them they're gonna use hotels. Johnny Mayberry, Sierra Bird, Trey Mayberry, James Young, Sharon Sturtevant, Crystal Infinger, Edward Baker, Janice Baker, Billy Humphries, Clay Humphries, and Jordan Infinger to travel to the firefighter conference May the 29th to the 31st at Biloxi, Mississippi.
Okay, I don't have everyone.
No, just 3 of them stay in hotels. We already
Okay.
paid the bank.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
just-
All right.
And the 3 is Edward, Christopher, and Devin,
Okay. Got Everett, Billy Comfort,
and Chris.
and okay.
So moved.
You heard the request? Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Okay, on the 911 side, Miss Alice Jones, she retired. Her effective date was March the 31st. So she put continuous years into our E911 house number. So right now, I'm actually going to advertise that position.
You heard the request? We need to accept
Her
her
resignation?
resignation also.
Yeah, so moved.
We got a motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion?
You got a copy of it?
I've been asking for a copy in a minute.
Her retirement,
Mm-hmm.
Her
You got a
resignation?
resignation?
she went through HR.
Still, we need another resignation. Huh? Gaines and Wilson.
All right, and same for the advertising?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Accept her resignation
And advertise.
Yes.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks, 2-week period?
2 weeks.
Okay.
What does she actually do?
She's our master address individual for the county. She assigned all 911 numbers, all new addresses. So she pretty much take all our roads, 911 numbers, so make sure they lay.
Other than being knowledgeable of the county, what other kind of experience you need to have?
Well, well, you gotta be able to understand the road system, the 911 system on that. So, yeah, I got the details out, I'll put it out. So, yeah,
advertise for 2 weeks.
Mhm.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
That's all I have pending requested from the board.
You have any questions for him?
I do. Brad, are we under a burn ban right now?
No.
Somebody told me last week it was still showing up on a map somewhere.
Well, it's probably the state, yeah. They probably have to refresh it, cause a lot of times you go in there, you don't change your grounds out, it'll stay at the same. So, yeah. But we got a new tanker now, so we should be good. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you. Alan, you wanna go ahead?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm actually here because of the letter county received on the, Mitzi was gonna bring it up, I guess, in her presentation.
But go ahead.
All right. With the Mississippi Home Corporation, our home grant, we were monitored a few weeks ago, and everything was fine except for the expenditures part. The time frame it took to get the money out of the account to the vendors. And with CDBG, it's like 3 days. I think with Home Corporation, maybe it's 20. I forget what the letter states exactly. We responded, and they're okay with the response. But I had warned early on that was going to be an issue because of the process. I think it's always been the case. I come here, I get a cash request approved, and then I submit the cash request. Once the funds are put into the account, then it goes on the docket for the next meeting. Am I correct in that?
Yes.
And then it pays after it's approved in, so that time frame is just way too long for these state and federal agencies. So I just wanted to let the board know that maybe there can be an exception made or something. I know that's the rules in place, and,
So what kind of grant is this?
this is technically a state
Home grant?
home grant,
For rehabilitation.
Mississippi Home Corporation. But CDBG, for instance, that's a federal grant. If you were to get one of those grants, it's 3 days, and it's quick. And that's not just to get the vendors paid in a prompt manner, but it's to, so it won't collect interest. They don't want interest collecting in an account, so.
So basically.
Just something to consider for the next grant, and I'll bring it up next time Adams County gets funded with a federal grant. That process will be an issue again. You don't want to keep having the same issue come up without funding you, potentially.
So Madam President, have we ever had one of these grants before?
Yes, back in, I think, well, it's been a long time, but back in like.
So did we have the same issue then?
We didn't. We've had CDBGs we ran the issue with.
That's
I
what
wouldn't
I'm
say that's
trying
a
to
process.
say,
Like going back on the docket and going through that process.
my whole tenure being with the city and the county, we did it the way we always do it, and this is my first time ever hearing that it was a problem. Maybe they changed something on their end, now we got to adjust accordingly. I don't know, man. Thank you.
Alan, has everybody received the rehabilitations from the last grant? Everybody, the home been?
Yeah, I think the last thing was Caesar Cobb, the contractor, was putting the front porch on his Barbara Smith's manufactured home. And he's supposed to be giving me the final cash request, we'll get this one closed out. So I'll find out, because I know you want to go up there and maybe get a photo with her or something. I do too, that'd be great, so. That's all
Yes,
I've got.
please let me know. Thank you.
All right, thank y'all.
Do we need a motion for this?
Good morning, board. I really just have
Go ahead.
one request, but I'll give an update. On Morgantown Road for phase one, we did have a pre-construction conference on last week, and following that pre-construction meeting, the contractor let me know they anticipate starting around the 22nd of April. So we have submitted the notice to proceed for the 22nd of April for that project to the contractor. And there was no objection once I sent that document to them as well. As far as EWP projects, the Kier Road site number 2 in Jerusalem Church, that bid opening will be at the next board meeting, which is the 20th. So we anticipate opening bids for that project on the 20th. EWPs that are currently, that was bid in the previous board meeting, for EWP C011 and C045B, that is Upper Kingston Road and 13 Johnson Circle. The contractor let me know on Thursday they mailed the contract to me, so I expect to get it at least today or tomorrow. So I'm requesting the board authorization, allow the board president to sign the contract for those two EWPs once I receive them.
You heard the request? Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carries.
And once we get that signed and back, then we will schedule the pre-con and get those two projects under construction. Are there any questions for the board?
Madam President, I do.
Go ahead.
I know I was at the pre-construction meeting in Morgantown, and we was talking about traffic control, so we are gonna go stay with the same plan that we had before, with traffic control, so nothing had to change. I think, I don't know, is that the direction we're going? Cause I did talk to the attorney behind that, and they had to have data access in and out.
Yeah, they did submit a traffic control plan. It's still in line with the previous one, but they requesting to put up the stoplight when they're doing that one lane closure during construction. And during downtime, once the project's over with, as they did on phase 2, any driveway that they've taken out, there would be material put back into those driveways to allow them access to the driveway.
Yes.
And when they come back to pour the concrete, they'll take that material out and pour the concrete properly.
Okay, listen, I use the floor, Madam President.
Okay, go ahead.
We did receive an email last week that we got the final right of way for Burke Road from the federal government. I think they were getting some information from Ms. Khan.
Oh, yeah, actually, we have a docket for it today.
Okay.
When
So
it's
we'll have
on.
docket final approval for that final right of way. So what do you need from us to?
Once I get that approved documentation, I'll get it and I'll submit it to state aid and see what next step. The next step should be them giving us the right of way certification and pulling the funds from MDOT to get that project started. That's great.
Okay.
Okay, anything else?
That's it.
Okay, the only thing is, Board, MDOT is putting the signs down, getting ready to put the signs down on Springfield up until Upper Kingston, that's the state aid, and state aid roads all the way up until Ogden. I know I had also asked that we use some state aid money to get those roads striped, because it's so dark, on those roads and people can't see anything, and, I've been getting a lot of complaints in regards to that. I know we also talked about some other, striping and everything too, but I would like to probably go ahead and get this process started. I know we need to do some work to those roads before doing any striping. So I'm asking the board that we kind of go ahead and look at that and try to get some of this stuff started.
So, Madam President, I was, last week, something like that, I did go by Robin, and what I did is look at the previous state aid plan I did talk about. So, and the question came up, I don't know, engineer can help me. I wanna know the scrubbing of the roads, we have, do you know an example of a road closed, and if not,
I did not cut you off. Did speak to Mr. Chris Dixon this morning. He has road Adams County. The new report is in. Do you have the new report? He should be emailing it today, tomorrow. I asked him about scrubs. Scrubs done with a broom that seals. Copiah County's done a few of them. In Copiah, he said if we'd like to look at them, get with him, he'd let us know where they were at, if you wanted to look at them. But in Copiah County.
And so, and so that was the case on some of the roads, like you see, when we use state aid money, they have to be billed back to state aid for ditches and stuff like that, but we was curious about the scrubbing of the road, so if I do need to get, permission, so I need a motion to travel, he said Copiah.
Copiah County.
So if we got, in the same process, I would ask, for a motion for me and the road manager to have a travel, just to be able to go up and look at the road and come back. And, so.
You heard the request, is that a motion?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the motion for
Got a
us to be
motion
able
by
to.
Supervisor Gaines, can I get a second? Second by Supervisor Middleton, any discussion?
Yeah, what are you talking about putting this at?
We are not putting, we are looking at, so basically the state aid comes out and give us a report. And
I'm just saying, cause if it's in if part of it don't go in any way I represent, I'm going to, that's all I'm saying.
Oh, well, yeah, we just trying to see what it look like. Well, let's just make it for the board. We'll make it for, so let me rephrase the motion to make it, travel for the board if we wanna go and look at example of scrubbing of the road. So,
It's been amended, got,
okay.
okay. Motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Middleton.
We're going to, be able to travel to Capaya County to look at, the scrubbing of the roads. Yeah,
The scrub seed.
scrub seal, yeah.
Yeah.
And, with that saying, Robert, if he's gonna send the new state aid, thing out with the next, day or two, I would like to look at it, you know, and see what he said, and that way, we can give all of us a chance to look over that. We'll be looking for it in the next couple of days, so by the next meeting, we can have something to move forward with.
Thank you.
That's good.
That's good.
Because when I spoke with him this morning, he said he'd send the engineer, he'd send Bitsy and our office one, and then normally we email about.
Okay, if you would, when y'all get it, would you send it between Missy and George and Robert? Would y'all send that to each one of us so we can look over it, you know, get a move? I yield the floor, Madam President.
All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Okay, do you have anything else? Okay, thank you.
Madam President,
Go ahead, Scott.
for Burke Road, we needed to pay the, wildlife fishery for a permit, for the use of the permit, in the amount of $2,668. So I need a motion for that. Once that's paid, it's basically setting up the permit. It's gonna be a 50-year use permit.
60 years.
60, yeah. You heard the request.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton
Second.
and a second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So in order to get this moving, we need to get a docket for y'all to approve. Is that, can I get it to Chucky and get the docket approved for us at the end of the meeting?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Okay. Anything else, Attorney Scott?
No, not for George.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Good morning, Board.
Good morning.
I have, two routine, pay increases. One for Anthony Daniels, one for Wesley House. This time of service, pay increase.
What are the names?
Anthony Daniels, Wesley House.
I have them. They've been signed. You heard the request.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Thank you.
Yeah. Did you need these signed? All four?
Good morning, Board.
Good morning.
I do have a few things. The first thing I would like to start off with is the MOU that I requested the president or the vice president to sign from me. Is for that funding that we received from Congressman Thompson is going to be issued through the Southwest Delta Regional Authority, I believe. And Attorney Slovey is aware of it, so is the county administrator, Ms. Dunn, and the Chancellor Clerk, Brandon Lewis. So I'm asking you all to sign it so we can receive those funds, so we can buy some equipment that we need to purchase.
Definitely. You heard that request. Got a motion by Supervisor Wilson,
Second.
second by Supervisor Middleton. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Thank you all.
Okay.
The second thing I do have two new hires here. They're replacing, either people who are leaving or open spot we have. But the county administrator is fully aware of it as well. One of them is gonna be Cade King. We hired him as a deputy, uncertified deputy. starting salary, starting hourly rate of $16.81. And the other one is gonna be a jailer, Mr. John Cooks. He's uncertified as well, so his starting salary will be $14.06.
Okay, I do have the paperwork. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Wilson. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Supervisor Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
I have two other items, I'm gonna pass these out to you, but the board, and I'm not gonna go over these today, I just give you the total cost, but the board had asked me to see what the cost of the current facility is and what it would take to repair it. This is actually just a start, and I'll pass these packets out to you all, so y'all know how much it costs, but even without the plumbing and looking at the foundation to repair that building, everything is in. And I have all the quotes and everything in here for you all, it's like 4.3 million, a little 4.3 million. So I'm gonna pass this out to you all, so you can look at it at your own time.
Is that for repairs?
This is just for the repair to the current building, this is, and the most expensive repair is the locks. The most expensive repair is the jail locks, you know, because it's so outdated. And I know there's a lot to look at, so I'm just making you all aware of it and giving it to you so you can take your time to go through it. And this is just a start, this ain't everything, this is just what we can get together today. I mean, you work. This is what we can get together in a short amount of time that we was asked, but that's. The other thing I wanna bring up to the board, and I know Attorney Slover is on the call, but I sent you all out an email and I'm gonna ask if you all are gonna, this is more supposed to do some remediation, how are we gonna deal with that situation?
Anybody have any ideas? Attorney Slover, you have anything?
Yeah, I know that we had some remediation fund from that public adjuster. I was wondering if that might be, some of the issues that were addressed in that settlement. So, if not, then, you know, certainly something we could look at or look at our alternatives and so forth.
We need to look at that hard, because I'm highly concerned about it, and I got people right now, that don't even make hardly 2 days a week in there. And so, regardless of what happens with the facilities of those repairs, that's the one item I'm asking the board to address and deal with.
All right, Chair. You look at that. Anybody have any questions?
What's the main issue you want?
Mold remediation.
Mold.
Something that I look at. Didn't we have someone come look at that one time before?
Well, you have your public adjusters who's had the testing done, so I don't wanna say too much,
Yeah.
but we know what it is now, and we know the fix, and we definitely do.
What was the cost?
The bid that they got on their own was $125. But that wasn't just the sheriff office, that was all the county buildings that they found it in.
Right.
And so, you know, we've been saying for a while that I got Major Frank right here behind me. He can tell you, it's hard to keep people in office for a week. I'm asking the county to take immediate action on it to deal with this so we can get some clean air.
Now, you said these numbers do not reflect any plumbing costs?
No, Natchez Heating and Cooling has not given us their quote yet at all. And we have not had somebody to come with the foundation, because the guy who came to look at the bricks, he was like, you really need to look at your foundation before you do anything with bricks, because your foundation is crumbling as well.
Yeah, we've just hired a researcher on this for our public adjuster, and part of that settlement too. So.
So Sheriff, that what you just asked is not part of what you just gave us. Is that in this too?
No, that's something separate. That's something separate. That's supervisor break. I said that's separate because that's pressing. That's where I can put it, that's pressing for us. Everything else we can deal with, but that part is scary for everybody, including myself, so. I give y'all a chance to think about it, and I guess y'all gonna take it on the
I
file.
ain't gotta think about it, it's just to determine where the money gonna come from to alleviate the problem. I mean, it need to be done, not only in the sheriff, but somewhere else too, right? So it got to be done, and we need to find the funds to try to, do whatever we gotta do for the safety of the people that are working in those
And
buildings.
what I'm saying, Supervisor Gray, you probably have the funds from that settlement coming in or already being in, so.
Okay, so we do have the funding for it, Missy?
We should, I'll get with Misty, because she's
Okay.
obviously the, keeps up with that, but that stream was for things like this.
Yeah, it was around $224,000 that we should be receiving from, your public adjuster.
Okay. So
So,
do you all
Madam
want to do a
President, what
motion
I'm-
pending that we have the
Yeah, what I'm
funds?
saying, he says it's an emergency,
Yeah,
so if we
so that's-
already got funds coming in of that magnitude, then maybe we need to go on, make a motion pending whatever.
Yeah.
Or we won't have to come back and do this again.
Is that a motion from you, Supervisor Gray?
That's a motion.
That's a motion from Supervisor Gray. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second from Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? Yes.
Mold
Yes, for the mold
remediation,
remediation.
countywide building.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
I thank every single one of you, and I know every single person who works in every county building in Adams County, thank you all for taking action on that today. I really appreciate it. And the last thing I wanna say is, I'm about to leave and go to a funeral, and Lady Frank gonna take over for me. It's been a tough weekend in Adams County for us.
You know it.
Between the guy in the river and car chases, hostage situations, and the incident that happened out there on Melody Road. Keep your first responders in prayer because they've seen things that they'll never see. And I tell y'all this all the time when it comes to funding the training aspect of what first responders needed. Our patrol officer was the first one out there to that scene, and without going into too many details, it would have been hard to recognize what you were in if you were not trained to recognize the small things. And they were out there for 3 hours doing their due diligence on a welfare concern, which is unheard of in today's time when it comes to law enforcement, you know, welfare concern that long. But I'm so glad it did because it led to us recovering a lot of stuff that we wouldn't have seen.
Yeah.
In my entire career, since I've been doing this in 2000, I have never encountered anything like what we encountered out there and to go to the depths we had to recover what we did. And so I'm just gonna let the board know, I've already instructed my people to get councils lined up for everybody who went out there because I know that gets everybody to that core.
You know
Right
what?
here in Adams County, so, and I see that the sheriff office, Scott, you let me know if I can pay for it or not, but it needs to happen, so.
Chef, I really commend you all on that, you know. When I heard about it, I was just knocked off my feet because me and her went to school together and I've had her at my Super Bowl parties and I'm just devastated by it. I am.
Yeah.
So,
We
I
are-
commend you all for the work that you all did.
And Supervisor, Madam President, I appreciate it because we had to call in unconventional people to help deal with this situation and recover certain pieces of evidence. And they won't ever see that again. So for those folks who, as Stephen Cool is the main one out of County Water, I appreciate that. I appreciate you just sitting crime lab, see real investigation come down here. And I certainly appreciate being with the Adams County Sheriff Office because have said that this was one of the most bizarre cases they've ever seen. They've seen a lot, they hadn't encountered anything like we saw there. So, I'm gonna head out to a funeral.
Madam President, for the sheriff, though, let me say this, see how I put this. I guess everybody knew her. She was my daughter's teacher. She was, I think she had just retired last year, whatever the case may be. But let me say this. This is just my opinion. We have a serious mental health problem in this community. We have a serious drug problem in this community. And when you put those two together, something bad gonna happen. I don't know how we're gonna address these two situations, but they need to be addressed. Because just listening to you talk about what your people had to go through once they got there, and pray to God that they would never have to go through something like this again. I don't know how this goes, Scott, but if they do need counseling, we need to find a way to get them some counseling, man, because I wouldn't need my bed, and I might need some counseling. So, whatever we need to do, we gonna do it, man. Thank you.
I appreciate that, and, on the mental health side of things, you know, it's devastating for me to see every year they start to cut funding for mental health. And just like this year alone, if you go and Google the records, and this is public knowledge out there, they have cut mental health $2 million this year, which directly affects our crisis stabilization unit that we have out here right now. So if nothing else, I would definitely ask the board, Adams County Board of Supervisors, Adams County, and you know, the Association of Supervisors, period, to really get in the legislative ears and tell them, please stop cutting funding for mental health. I mean, I sit on boards and I represent Adams County on what they board board, and to see them cut what already is shaved to the bone is just hard. And then you hear that, you see it in numbers, and then you come back and have to deal with something like this. People ain't gonna care until they get on the house though. And so I'm making a public plea to anybody who has the ear of anybody in our state legislators and our Department of Health, please do not continue to cut funding for mental health.
Well, Sheriff, I'm gonna ask this board, and I don't know what we got to put together to our legislators, since they represent this county and it did happen in this county. They need to be the first ones on board to put something together where they can actually legislate not to cut mental health.
And Chancellor Clerk Brenda Lewis was in that same meeting with me. We both represent Adams County. And they were devastated when they took that. It may not seem like a lot, but it's a lot when you don't have anything. And you're trying to take care of multiple counties. You can elaborate on that some if you want.
Absolutely. And funding's being cut, this is not the first time.
No,
It's been cut over the years, and, you know, we have a lot of commitments. We have a lot of mental health issues here and all around the state, and unfortunately, it's, continuously being cut.
Yeah.
And that's really challenging, and it's already have challenges because we already are underfunded, so.
So the more mental health problems we have, then the less funding they're giving us.
Yes.
That's
Seems like
crazy.
it.
That's exactly what's happening.
So maybe Supervisor Gray, you know, we have Zoom, meeting every Friday, legislation meeting, maybe that's something we can bring up, come this Friday. Then they put together something.
Madam President, those several mental health issues need somebody to be a voice for them.
Yeah, they do.
And I would appreciate it if it started with Adams County. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you all, appreciate everything y'all
Okay.
did.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Anybody else? Denise, you have anything?
Not today.
Not today, okay.
Monte. Just, some things here to let you know what's going on. The terminal project is on track. We're within 90 days of the first flight in 35 years out here, commercial flight. It's progressing rapidly. We're either on track or ahead of track of everything that we have control of. See, this is the initial picture of the terminal when we first moved Mr. Paradise to the new hangar. Got all your catwalks and all that in there, Air Maroons aircraft. Move to the next. This was day one. Thrash is doing an awesome job. We made a really good pick with Thrash as far as the construction crew out there. We keep going to cycle through these. This was day three, excavating for the plumbing. There's a lot of concrete work out there. Thanks to Robbie and his crew hauling off all the concrete, which we didn't have to pay Thrash to do something with. So the county's getting use of all the stuff, and we're getting use of it to fill the holes out there. Keep going. Some rough-in plumbing for the 4 bathrooms in there. There'll be 2 bathrooms in the secured area for men and women, and a nursing room or mother's room, and there's 2 outside secured area. Conduit that was there, that's for your sitting area, the holding area. There'll be plug-ins for your iPads, your iPhones, all that tech stuff. There's the leader right there. This came out of Mitzi. Y'all struck gold when y'all hired her, because she is running point on this thing. She's doing an excellent job. New roof up there, the TPO roof up there. It's installed, no more leaks, thank goodness. They put down the protective barrier before to stop the moisture from coming up under the concrete out there as they poured the slab. There's a new slab. Keep going. That's the front of the terminal. So when you're coming down Airport Road, that'll be your glass where you're walking through the middle section there. You'll walk into a glass vestibule, go around the corner and check in with SkyWest. And right through the middle there, you'll be able to see all the way out to the tarmac where the aircraft arrives. There's glass partitions, these posts there, the glass partitions where you come through TSA and you look into the holding room. Just started doing the framework last week, and I think the framework was completed on Friday, late. So you can actually go out there and walk the rooms right now. It's pretty surreal how fast this thing's going. And keep going. Just more framework. All the spray foam's in. They're excavating the front. Robbie's got more concrete to pick up. There's the crew again. It's Mitzi, and then Graham Confit is our Neil Shaper airport engineer out there. He was actually out there Friday with us, or Thursday, and we are now in the process of designing our new ARF truck, which we have the $900,000 grant for. We're trying to get one that we will use as our primary, and our one now will augment the airport, so we'll be able to get in charter flights. There's interest from outward state. They don't want to go all the way to Jackson to fly out, so if we get this new ARF truck the way we want it, we'll be able to get more charter flights in there, larger flights that do not have to deal with TSA regulations. So that's Graham is there help with that. That's it?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. So.
And I'd just like to add, y'all added trouble, can you go him too? Because he makes it run, he's had a lot of good changes at the airport, you can see a significant difference.
Ms. Wee, I'd like to thank you too. You stand on top of everything, you attending all the meetings, and you're making sure that everything is running smoothly.
Yeah.
Thank you for all that.
I love Adams
also
County, that's why I do
That's
that.
great. Thank you, I appreciate it.
And I'll tell you one more that loves Adams County too, is Johnny Waycaster. He has put in a lot of work into this.
He's always been good for Adams County. So,
We couldn't have pulled this off without him, definitely.
Scott, you had something to say?
Madam President, I need permission to grant a right-of-way to Adams County Water in conjunction with this project.
Okay, you heard the request. Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton and a second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Anything else? You have anything else?
Yeah, I just got a couple other things. Advertising campaign has started. I think Amy Gatto here with Natchez Inc. has got
got that going, got our Facebook going, got our webpage up and running.
Okay, great.
And we're starting billboard advertisement, to get these flights going. I think Houston has already started, and so we're right on track.
That's good.
Contract negotiations have started with TSA, SkyWest, and fuel. That's gonna be huge for us with fuel, because fuel prices since March 3rd, ag gas and Jet A have both risen $2 a gallon. So we're still keeping our prices competitive. People are still flying in there. Remember I told you all about the minimum fuel and handling fees? It's doing wonders. We had an aircraft land last Thursday, G4, the largest we've seen, and my employees loved it. Bought 2,100 gallons of fuel. It's over $12,000 in fuel sale in one aircraft. So that's about a $3,500 profit for us, so it's going well. DHS, as y'all know, Department of Homeland Security, part of them are being furloughed. We're still able to move forward. Our equipment's on track, so everything we can do with them that we can is going on. We've got paperwork ready to go to fire in for federalization as soon as they come back off the furlough. So fingers crossed, everything's going good there. Airport security plan's on track. We should get our rough end back today from TSA. I reviewed it, Sheriff Patton reviewed it, minor tweaks, and we'll get that going. So we'll have our security plan in place. As the fuel sales handling fees are going good. All our equipment's getting back in order. There was major disrepair out there, and we're getting things back in order. I've scaled back on some of the budgetary items. We didn't need DirecTV. I've got recontracted with Waste Management and some others I've renegotiated with. Those savings alone will more than afford new employee uniforms, so they're paying for themselves now. So we're on the right track there. New employees, unfortunately, we had a resignation and a removal a couple weeks ago, but we got good employees in place. Got some good guys out there. Supervisor Gaines came out a little bit back. I appreciate that. That was a huge boost. The guys love seeing you out there, and I'd like to see the rest of you when you can, but I know you're busy. Also, I was invited by Natchez Middle School to attend their advisory board to speak on aviation-related careers, which I think is awesome. Not everybody has the ability to go to college, but you don't have to. There's a lot of aviation, so I'm gonna go out there and be a part of that. Any questions for me?
Madam President, I just want to thank you for everything you're doing. I want to thank Ms. Khan and your staff and everybody else. And we all know that what's going on at the airport gonna be a game changer for Natchez and Adams County. And I pray to God that it outweigh all the negative stuff that we hear about our county. All the positive stuff outweigh the negative stuff. And thank you for everything y'all doing out there.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, I tell you what, I've been all over the state here recently, and I hear your name a lot. So I hope we got him locked into a good contract. So people are really praising you and your team and what y'all are doing, Mitzi, you included. I mean, this thing's going very well, and I think it's going to be a big shot in the arm for us.
Okay, Mitzi and I are package deal, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So you telling me when one go, the other one go?
We were package.
Okay.
We'd be in trouble.
Okay.
Yeah, I would, I also like to just say, I think y'all, and I think all the Adams County employees, because they work real hard, and sometimes they get off base, but for the biggest part, when it comes to crunch time, and we in crunch time, and Miss F did a great job, and you did a great job, and I know she had to designate some stuff, because she had to be in place, and so for things to be going well with a big project and things to still be operating fine, that means a lot of people doing their job. And I appreciate that. It's one of the things that I always say, if you ever want to see a problem, check a breach in communication. So I'm glad that y'all had the right communication, and just like the rest of these other supervisors, I feel like after that airport get to moving, I think that's gonna open some doors for people to come in, and which glad got Chandler and Amy there working on the website, because I think it's gonna be a game changer for Chandler. Also, when he get ready for the ask clients to come in and look at property, they can fly directly here to Natchez. I think that's gonna change the game a lot. and I appreciate it. I'm gonna yield the floor.
Yeah, I just want to commend both of you and Mr. Waycaster as well. We all knew when this project started, it was going to be a very difficult task, and to say we're on schedule or maybe above, or in front of schedule is just tremendous. I've said it for 10+ years that airport's a jewel that we weren't getting to use. And with my aviation background, I have the knowledge of that, and it's going to be a benefit, like Supervisor Gaines said, to everyone involved. I mean, these businesses that are already here, it's going to be an asset to them, and then the recruitment side of it. So, Carl, thank you. Mitzi, thank you. And it's exciting.
I love the one thing I say. She's definitely good at the marketing side.
Oh, I know she is.
I'm
I tell her
horrible.
everything she
Yeah.
I am horrible. And she asks me my opinion, and I say, I do the numbers, you do the art. She's,
Pretty much voluntold me to listen to everything and I report back to her for her final say on anything that goes through.
we've got a good team in place in all aspects of this
Got a
project.
good wedding plan?
Team.
Good team.
Teamwork to make the dream work.
That's right.
Yep.
I agree. Yeah, Amy, I like to commend you too, because you do a great job, and I know you're good at marketing. I've been doing it for as long as I've been. I also, the airport has been a vision of mine for years, I mean, for many years. And now that it's coming to fruition, I'm so glad to see this, because this is gonna be a great asset for Natchez and Adams County. As much as I go out to Houston, I already told my daughter to purchase another vehicle, because I'm gonna be flying out and I'm gonna need a vehicle to get around out there. So, thank you, I appreciate everything that's going on.
Well, I appreciate y'all's support. I would just ask that you tell your friends, do not call out there. We don't sell airline tickets. Go to United.com.
Yeah, United.
Anything else for me? All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Robbie? Good morning.
We've already discussed part of it, but I was gonna get an update, MDOT, state aid, I'm not state aid, but MDOT state, Benton Park, Ogden Road, Springfield Road, and what we'll get on Virginia for the signs. Mr. Stewart said he is looking at Royal Woodford Road and North Palestine to do sign projects on those. I have a new employee starting, Clifford Robb, he'll start April the 8th at 1550, 32. 240, being sent on probation after 6 months. He'll go over, you know.
Just a rehire?
Yes, ma'am, new hire.
New hire.
It's got rehire on here, so it's a new hire?
New hire, not
Okay.
rehire, new work for the
Okay,
county.
that's why I asked, because it's checked wrong.
Madam President, I just wanna mention something. You just kept saying new hire, rehire, new hire. On these rehire, make sure that before they bring it to us, that Human Resource do their homework and make sure these people left here in good standards, where we won't have to be, going through no lawsuits or nothing like that. But we ran, hired somebody that left in bad standards, then when somebody else come and notice that and wanna get hired and we won't hire them, then we gonna have a problem. Thank you.
So moved on this.
Got a motion by Supervisor Wilson, can I get a second? Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Supervisor Gaines, on this hire?
On the hire, yeah.
Okay, yes.
Major.
Yeah. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Thank you.
Do you have that?
Mhm.
Next thing I have, Mr. Warrenton Bacon, he's, retired, he's gonna turn his letter in. It's been a pleasure working for the Adams County Road Department for the past 29 years. Foster Mile Sanitation has been my work home for all these years, and I will be missed. I will be retired June the 30th, 2026. Been here 29 years.
How many years?
29.
What many years? 49?
29.
Oh.
29.
Talking about you.
Oh, no.
So you need to advertise.
I need to get a motion, I need to accept the
Couple
resignation
times.
and to advertise.
So make a
Couple
Got
times.
a motion by Supervisor Wilson and a second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Request for payment on illegal dump site grant for $2,748.53. You should have that.
Who is that?
Request for payment on illegal dump site grant.
And how much was it for?
$2,748.53.
I have it.
Okay.
Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton,
Second.
second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Request for payment for $936 for a waste tire grant. You should have that.
I have it. Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines. Second by Supervisor Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
It's time for spraying. Kim Pro's gonna come in and spray. We spray 196 miles for the county. Last year, their last spraying, went out and got measuring and doing and wasn't spraying exactly what was there. So, when they spray it this time, instead of being $14,553, it'll be $10,914.
And tell them don't put so much water in it.
That's right. There you go.
We ride and look behind me when I find that I called, so, I mean, we do.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you know, I was just gonna say it.
It look like every time they show up, they want to rain, then they want to spray, try to spray right in the rain, and stop them, but that's just a worker. But anyhow, it does about $4,000 off the bill this time, so we'll see what happens.
Thank you.
Yeah.
329 Southmore Drive, was adjudicated light order by the board for the county to cut it. We did get it cut, March the 31st. The total cost of that bill was $644.56. Scott, hear that? I know he wants.
Scott, can you hear that?
Yes, I heard that we previously adjudicated the lot. And the way that works is that it's been adjudicated the next 12 months. The county can re-enter and cut and clean if necessary upon 7 days' notice. I think we gave them probably 3 weeks' notice. They still didn't cut, and so Robbie went out there and cut, and this is the cost. The county can also assess a penalty for the cost of the, in addition to the cost reimbursement, can basically double the cost or do a fine of up to $1,500 if that's the board's prerogative.
You have some?
600.
You say 600?
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
$644.56.
644,
56
56. Scott,
is what my bill, the county bill.
for the county bill. Okay, we need a motion?
Need a motion?
Mm-hmm. Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines, second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
The next one's for Mr. Slover. Scott, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, our 6-month and yearly bids, it starts April 1st, Southern Culvert, when did you ever come up with that?
I'm sorry?
Southern Culverts, our bid started April 1st,
The 6-month bid.
and you were gonna reach out to Southern Culverts, what did you come up with?
I reached out to them and they still are denying that they stand by their bid. And so we should do bids on that. And in the meantime, if it's any of our costs are more expensive than what they did, then we can seek recovery against the Southern Culverts for their initial.
Just get with me when you reach out to them.
He did.
He did.
Oh, he has?
He reached out and they didn't
They didn't.
want to change.
They don't want to change. They don't want to honor the bid. Is
So
that
if
what
you buy a
said?
pipe and it's more than their bid, let him know the difference. And he's
Okay,
gonna-
okay. I hear you. Okay.
Quick question, do we have to have something in writing for that? I need to have that placed with the bids, so we'll be aware of that. They're gonna pay the difference if it's higher, even though they declined the bid, they remove their
They
bid.
weren't willing to pay the difference. He said they will pay the difference.
They will?
After the
Not
attorney
really.
sends them
Yeah.
a lawsuit.
Oh, okay. I just need some documentation to go with my bids. I have that.
So moving forward, I mean, if what I'm hearing is we need to just, when we buy a pipe, get some more than what his bid is, we need to document
Document,
Scott.
yeah.
Okay.
So purchasing will solicit new 6-month bids, and then on top of that, if there's any difference between what they bid and what we end up paying, then they owe the difference, and you should still, solicit pricing from them until bids are done.
Okay.
So Scott, did you say to rebid this?
That's what I was trying to.
If we're gonna have to
Yeah,
we
rebid.
still have to follow purchasing law.
Mhm.
And so when you breach a contract, you owe the difference of what you promised you would pay us versus what it ultimately costs. That making sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Get with me and Deneen when you get back to work, please.
He said, just get with
In
him
the
and Denise.
meantime, that's what I'm telling you, go ahead and do what you need to do under purchasing, and then we still need term contract this anyway in place, because you have to continue doing the purchasing laws absent a termed contract with them, so.
Alright,
Okay,
that's all I have.
all right, thank you.
So, I got a question. So Scott, listen up, I did talk to Robin about, Mr. DeLauder with the, tires and stuff. And so we ran into another problem. Mr. Herman Nelson had his own some acres out there. He had it surveyed, and he do have quite a bit of stuff on his land, on their land, and he's trying to sell his. I don't know how many acres, 3 or 5 acres, something in there. But Mr. DeLauder, that we never did, because he had so much stuff out there, we was trying to figure out what to do with it. But now he has some of it over on the other property and I know that, I don't know how that, I know it can be from property owner to property owner on his property, but if we are gonna make him clean it up, because you know that from so often they come out here, and I think me and Robert both has been riding by there. He's attempt to clean up, and as he cleans up, he has probably built up more now than he started cleaning up, and he didn't put twice as much back there. So which way you think we need to go with the property owner and move in direction to move forward?
Okay, so, his neighbor also has some of the water stuff on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess so.
On
So
his property,
on his property, neighbor's property. No, Mr. DeLauder, the guy had it surveyed, and when he surveyed the lot, he has quite a bit of stuff on his property. He's actually trying to get it cleaned up to sell it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll talk about it with you and Ross after the meeting, if that's okay.
Okay.
But basically, if he surveyed and there's been an encroachment of stuff, even though it was DeLauder, the property owner, according to the statute, is responsible for their own stuff. But I'll talk to you and Robbie about our options, after the meeting, if that's okay.
Okay. That'd be fine, because we gave him the option to put a fence up, and we'll deal with all that, and, after the meeting, that'll be fine.
Okay. Anything else, Robert?
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. No one else, you have anything, Debbie?
You do.
Is it up here? I don't see it. With the MOU?
Then
Scott may have it, and he probably
Scott
has
said
it
either you
before.
were or he was gonna do it.
Yeah, okay. Anyone else? All right, we
Yeah,
go
hold
to,
on, hold on, you got it.
oh,
He can
okay,
raise it.
that's why I can do public comments.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
that
raised
was
it.
the party member reports.
No, he
Yeah,
raised it.
yeah. Okay. comments now.
My name is Edward Corner, and I live at 2636 Miller Avenue in the Roselawn area. I'm here, I got a canal running inside my house, and it's grown up, weeds all over it, on the inside of it, and they got trees on the side. I moved my private fence over because the bank is caving. You can see all the roots in the tree. And my neighbor got a shed there. If that tree falls, it's gonna tear that shed up. So I see why y'all don't, I see there was on Martin Luther King cleaning the canal out, so I thought maybe they would come back and do something with mine.
Yeah, that's
What's your address is, Mr. Carter?
2736 Miller.
Miller, that's in the city. That's in the city.
Yeah, in the city, Roselawn.
Yeah, that's in the city.
Yeah. You need to speak to them.
You got any pictures of it?
No, I didn't take any pictures of it.
Okay. I'll try to ride by there and we'll get with, Justin.
Okay, if you,
Is it, Curtis Maroney?
and if you go over there, go to the corner of my fence, at the start of my fence, and look behind it, you'll see looks like the roots, the dirt that come from under the roots and the tree looks like, you know.
Well, I'll talk to the alderman for that area and him, the, city, road department guy can come take a look at it.
I
Do
appreciate
you have a number we can reach you at?
Yeah, my number is,
Just leave it with the secretary.
okay.
You know, we don't want all these people following us.
Yeah, they see the way you dress, they be calling for
All right,
money.
thank y'all very much.
Thank you. Any other public comments? Any other public comments? Coming to the table, Supervisor Gray.
Yes, Madam President, I'm gonna try to go fast, I'm trying to get out of here. I think, Scott and his board need to take a look at Senate Bill 2432, dealing with municipal jail inmates in county jail. Also, I don't know if this passed, they had a special call meeting notice legislation approved by the governor, House Bill 1231 in Raleigh. On Pine View, when you first turn in on the right, a tree or something must have failed and they must have cut the part out the street. Okay, they cut it out the street. Scott,
Yes, sir.
that's at number 1 Pine View. The property owner need to address the rest of it and clean up their property. It's been before us before, and she need to clean up their property, and she can't leave that tree right there, because if somebody driving and out of control, they're gonna run right into that tree. It's not too far off the right of way. Brooklyn Drive.
Right away,
Sir?
is it off the county right away?
It's close, it's out the street. But I don't know if it's off the right of way, it's out the street, where they can go back and forth.
First step would be to ask Robbie to see if it's within our right of way.
Write it down.
Right away.
Okay, well, she still need to clean the property because, the grass didn't grow. But I think she was before us once before. So can you check on that, number 1 Pine View?
Yes, sir.
In Robbie, Brooklyn, a couple people out there say they used to have speed bumps. I don't know, did they have speed bumps out there before we overlaid?
They do have speed bumps.
But they say when you overlaid it, you didn't put a hump back, and now people just coming through that line, and they wanna see, can they get the hump back?
Brooklyn or Brookfield?
Brooklyn Drive. Soon as you get in there and make that left. And Ruby Drive got a hole in the street. I seen you the address.
That's all the Cedar?
Yeah.
Right. Private.
And when you drive, huh?
Private, Ruby Lane, to the left,
Oh, it's
left is private.
Okay. And when you driving down, Country Club, even though the grass probably gonna need to be cut, but it got a portion where the concrete been cracked, look like, I don't know what happened, something hard kinda ran off the road and cracked it. I just don't want it to start easing its way to the street where somebody could hit it. And, anyway, I still had this mental health and drug problem on my list, and I think that's something that, I don't know how we're gonna deal with it, but it needs to be dealt with. And the only way we're gonna alleviate some of these problems we have in this community, that's two of the main things I think we need to deal with, mental health and drugs. Because when you mix both of them together, it's a recipe for disaster. I wasn't able to make the swearing in of the new chief, Lee Best. I want to congratulate him from being picked as the new chief of the city of Natchez. I think with everybody working together, he'll do a great job. I'm gonna get to this list where I can get out of here. My sympathy goes out to the Havens family, the Banks, the Colston, the Washington, the Hendricks, the Young, the Carter, the Gale, the Bland. You see, it's getting long now. Every meeting is getting long. That means people leaving here. And the Proby, I really didn't realize Miss Dolores Vines had died. I served with her with the city. She was the secretary, and then she went out to the work to be on their board. So my sympathy goes out to her family, the Washington family. Ed Reed was a principal in Natchez. He moved to Jefferson County, and he was in Jefferson County when he passed. And he's an educator, and everybody talking about Miss Lena Bradley. My sympathy goes out to her family, and the Hutchins, Edna Lee Hutchins, the Washington, the Green, and the Foster family. And we had a supervisor that passed in Clay County. His name was Darrell Thomas. I mean, me and you done sit at the table with him before, and he passed. The funeral that I'm trying to catch at least part of is Miss Darlene Williams. She served, she retired from the city of Natchez. She worked in the planning department, and she's also related to me. So, I had one more thing. I attended this event that Mr. Fred Marcellus have every year to raise money to give a scholarship to all these schools in Miss Luke, including Fairley, Daniel, AC, Natchez High, Necker, Woodville, and Jefferson County. And I don't know, I got lucky, man. I got this football with Dak Prescott's signature on it. And the good thing about it, this man walked up to me, and somebody must have told him I was a Cowboy fan, and it ended up being Dak Daddy. So I took a picture with his daddy, and he said some interesting things about what him and Dak do, and gave me his number, and it's dealing with mental health. And he said we need some help in this community, but again, a call. So maybe one of these days, Brandon, I'll get with you and the sheriff, and we can put him on a call and see what actually, what could they do to help our community.
Absolutely.
I think that concludes my report. So if y'all can excuse me, I'm gonna try to make this
Excuse me.
funeral.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
All right, thank you. Supervisor Wilson.
Okay, there's a lot of things going around this county that are very sad, and that is one of the most the sadder things I've ever heard is what happened to that lady, that school teacher. And I don't know if that guy was on sheriff's radar and been in a lot of trouble or what, boy, that is very disturbing for anybody to hear about that. For the poor people that had to go out there and go through that house and everything around, I feel for them. That is not part of the job, not really, to see stuff like that. You see that in movies and you know most of it's just a bunch of hocus pocus, but what they had to go watch and witness is really sad. I had several requests, and I brought this up before. Scott, can you hear me okay?
I'm gonna call
Yes, sir.
I've had 2 people call me and they want to buy this acres off of Foster Mountain Road. Now this is, your area, is that right? And everybody got pictures in front of them. It looks like a dump site, the whole 35 acres, because that's what it's being used for. And these 2 individuals own land that butt up to it, and they want to know if Adams County will put that land up for bid to sell it in the paper or whatever it requires us to do, so they can take it over and fence it off, clean it up, and put it back to use and put it back on the tax roll. And I wonder what that procedure would look like. Do we need to just take a vote and say we're willing to?
Not yet, and not just because, so on that, I'm glad you brought it up. That property back there, Mr. Joseph Johnson owns some property in there. And his son, they lives in Texas. I think one lives in Texas, but one lives somewhere upstate. But he was here trying to access that property. And the landowner bought the property next to him, put a fence straight down the road. So he can't go back to his property to get it cleaned up or nothing like that. And that was something that I actually slipped my mind during the holidays. And we don't know if we own that road or the property owner that bought the property with the house there, do he own the road? But there's some of that property that belong to them and they can't access it because the fence in the middle of the road.
And he hadn't complained about that to anybody?
He live in Texas. He did ask me,
Okay.
and I have to take that thing, but he asked me about it because they was trying to access it. Because he did have people here that was going back there using the property. Now, I don't know if all of them there, but I do know they own property there, and he couldn't access the last time he was home. And I would have to get in some other contact with other people to try to get in contact with him because I don't have his personal contact. I don't know him like that, but that's something that we need to think about.
Well, I'd like for Scott to just look at and see if it's something we can, if we can sell the property or something. At least this look, you see it, Angela, it is.
I see it, but let me ask you this question too. How did all this stuff get back here? And he lives somewhere?
That was Mr. Joseph Johnson.
And he lives where?
He passed.
He passed.
And, he used to collect a lot of stuff, but his children, they left the place to him. They both live in Texas. They was letting some different people use the property, and they was kind of overseeing it. But I do know for a fact that he came in, he ran up on me, and they got dual trucks. And the property owner, when they bought it, he got a fence down there. He was trying to access his property, and he got and the daughter couldn't get back there, and he couldn't get back to access the
We
property.
just can't sell somebody's property.
No,
No, it's a county owned
It's
something.
It's Adams County property.
Okay.
And it's not on the tax rolls, and they would rather have it back on the tax rolls, be paying taxes on it, and clean it up than it look like this, because people are going in there and they're going in
How many
there
acres?
about 35.
About 35 acres.
I have a question. Scott, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that the property that I had to do that, environmental, report for? Is that the old Foster Mound?
No,
No?
that's part of
No,
it.
that's something different.
It's done.
That's
I mean,
dump site.
county, it's done.
It's across the street from the dump. It was a railroad track runs through there.
That's right.
And when the railroad track, either they divert back to landowners or people purchase them over time, because I know in Jefferson County, we had some that we ended up just purchasing the track over time when they done away with it.
Okay.
But what takes place, the guys put a fence down the middle, then he put a chain from his fence on the cross, so nobody can go out. I mean, if Adams County want to access that property, they can't get that.
Yeah.
I've looked at it he brought it to my attention here a while back, I pulled in there and looked at it, and the landowner he cleaned up, took a skid steer, and he worked hard and done it, but he put a fence, and it's right down the middle. Like I said, he's got a chain hanging across it, so you can't get around it to get to that property. Years ago, what was the county dump back in there? District 5 was there, Maxie Wallace was there, I remember as a kid, we went back in there, and it was big hole, we dumped it, you know, and it was county property back to then.
Well, it's still county property, it's just a matter of can we get it back on the tax rolls by selling it to somebody that joins up to it, but I don't know
But
how it
what
lays,
he
I don't have
said
a map of it.
is, they've got his person landlocked, or not landlocked, but
He's
locked
landlocked.
out.
He's landlocked.
Yeah, he landlocked and knocked, he wasn't landlocked.
He's only got 1.8 acres.
So,
Yeah.
that's all he has to- But I like to see it
That's kind
cleaned
of
up.
part of it, and they had, is it 1.8? Like I said, like 3,
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to see it being cleaned up and everything. And before we just talk about doing any selling or anything, because this property probably can be used, we don't know if for something else. Chandler needs to look at this property and see if
See if
it
it
needs
has
to be
been
a
used.
sale or not. You know, we just don't need to be selling property, we don't know if we can use it or not later.
This is the first I've heard about it.
Is this chain, Robbie, across county right away?
You got it, just cross, you can't do that. You
I
can't.
just don't like selling county
Which I'm
property.
sure I could go talk to him, and he'd let us go through it,
Your
but
first step,
he might have
There
put
will
it
be
up.
declaring it
Yeah.
non-used by county purposes, not for use for county purposes, and so it'd be surplus, so whatever
It needs to be
satisfies
done.
the board,
Yeah.
he has to be surplus, so it needs to be done. And then you advertise for 3 weeks in the paper. We want at least some sort of, reserve amount, minimum amount to get, although you don't have to, but that would probably make a lot of sense to do.
Yeah, we'd have the right to deny all bids if it doesn't come up to something like we want it to be.
Right, right. I mean, we just can't stay.
But anyway, I would like to
Individual.
make a run at that and try to figure out what to do with it instead of just sitting out there and people using it for a dump site. And the landowners around are saying it's dragging the value of their properties down. Both of them are apparently big landowners in that area. Maybe Wayne Johnson and Butch Johnson.
And so and I mean, I would like to give an opportunity, I don't know if you can, for that guy, 'cause they had some stuff in there, I can try to make contact with somebody, make contact with them, at least see.
Well, it's on Scott's radar now, and he can, y'all can look at it and figure out
Yeah, I'm trying to
if
figure
it
it out.
doesn't have any value to us, other than whatever land value is. We sell it, get it back on the tax roll, and put the money back in the general fund or whatever. That's all,
That's all you have, okay, Warren?
And, I don't know, just, I hate to keep bringing it up, cause some deaths hurt the family, and then certain deaths hurt the whole community. And, it's just was actually, busy. I've been to funerals the last 3 weekends. I went to 2. I went to one Thursday, went to one Friday, and actually got that news coming down the highway Saturday. And I honestly, since Saturday, I just had not, it's just that gut feeling like it's almost like we got a cloud over Adams County with stuff that go on. There was a hurting feeling, and I didn't realize when they sent me the picture, I didn't realize, because we was traveling, and I didn't realize. But then once I realized what it was, I just seen her in the grocery store, and I have a sister that used to teach special needs children, and they was taught work together for 10 or 12 years, and one of the nicest person that you'll find in the people who touched a many people's lives. And that was just a real tragedy for the community. And I'll say, we need to keep our community up in prayer, and especially her family. And like Sheriff said, the people who went on those scenes, we definitely need to keep them up in prayer. And but we know that mental illness is real. And we sit here as supervisors and we try, and it's hard when we look for money to get things done, and when the state cut it from above, it's being cut from up above. That's hard on us, but mental illness is very real. And that could have been either one of us in a situation like that, because as you walk around Adams County, you see more mental patients walking in and going to stores and stuff like that. So, you know, I would just pray and anything I can do to help with these mental folks and assist with Brandy and the sheriff that sits on those boards. It would be really good that whatever that we can do from some of their recommendations, because they see it. Me as one supervisor would be definitely willing to do it. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Supervisor Gaines. Supervisor Middleton.
Yeah, I didn't realize who the lady was until some pictures surfaced. And I used to see her a couple nights a week. She'd come to the gym and does an exercise class with some ladies in the back, and that's how I recognized her. It's just tragic, you know. I think she's got other children, and I can't imagine what they're going through. It's a bad deal. I'm excited about the final right of way of Burke Road. We've been working on that for 4 years, and we talked to Robbie about it the other day. People don't realize what strain that put on our road department every time we had a big storm, and so I'm excited to get that moving forward for the residents down there, and it's just gonna take a load off of Robbie and his guys. So that concludes my report.
Thank you, Supervisor Middleton. Casey,
I don't have anything
you
today.
don't have anything? Okay, Counselor Clerk?
I have a couple of items. We sent out the homestead chargeback letters for this year and need to ask for a couple of motions from the board on those. The first one, we had one for Mr. Charles Harris. He did reach out to the Department of Revenue. The Department of Revenue reviewed his request and decided to reverse the disallowance. So I need to get a motion to accept the Department of Revenue's disallowance for Mr. Charles Harris.
You heard the request. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
We did receive 4 objections to the homestead chargebacks, and I just need permission from the board, motion from the board to allow me to send those objections back to the Department of Revenue for them to take another look at it and respond back to the board.
You heard the request. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines. Can I get a second? Second by Supervisor Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
On those that we did not get objection to, I just need a motion from the board to disallow the homesteads, based on the Department of Revenue's, findings to the board.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
And then, we had a couple of, properties that we got homestead chargeback on that the properties had sold, and so the chargebacks were not of record at the time the sale occurred. So we just need to have a motion to strike those from the list before we send it to the committee.
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton.
Second.
And a second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in
Yeah,
favor
those,
say.
those, we didn't have notice of those, Randy?
That's-
That they, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Gotta make that on.
Okay, all in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
And then, our engineer, Mr. Ford, made reference to this. We did issue the letter, notice to proceed to APAC on the Morgantown project, and just need to have that spread out in the minutes, please.
You heard the request.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
We had some damage, a truck from Brown Modeling did some damage to the backside of the courthouse some weeks and months ago. We had, Johnny went out, he
met with a mason guy, got a couple of bids, and submitted those over to the insurance company for round bottling. And they are needing us to sign off on the paperwork to accept the settlement check, and so we can get the work done. It's $4,200 and just permission for the president to sign that, please.
You heard the request, can I get a motion?
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Wilson, any discussion?
Do have one question. Are y'all just gonna put a guardrail up, or are you gonna go back with a brick?
They're going back with the brick.
Okay, that's 4,200, right?
Yes.
4,200.
Right.
Okay.
All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Is he gonna start the work on it?
Yes. Yep, we're supposed to be, the check should be here any day, Scott. No.
Good, I don't wanna fall down while getting this.
Scott, this is the letter from Mr. Sugg. This is the gentleman that there was an error made by the assessor's office.
Yeah.
And he sent us a letter.
Yeah, what? Yeah, we're doing voice determination, I'll include that.
Okay. And that's all I have, thank you.
Okay,
Oh, wait, I'm
thank you.
sorry, no, I have one more thing. Can I have a motion from the board, please, to spread the March mill report from the sheriff's office across the minutes?
You heard the request,
Move.
got a motion by Supervisor Wilson,
So,
second by Supervisor Gaines, any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Final comment.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, I'll go with you first.
Okay.
Town administrator.
All right, I need to throw across the minutes, Priscilla Thomas's vacation from March the 19th to the 23rd.
You heard the request, got a motion by Supervisor Gaines, and second by Supervisor Wilson, any discussion?
What was the request?
That's for Priscilla's, vacation time.
Oh, okay, okay.
All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
I have the lease option purchase for the two, maxi mowers. I saw that thing the other day, I called Meg. They're huge. But anyway, I just need, you to sign this so I can send it out to Trustmark and they can,
Okay.
the vendor.
Okay, you heard the request,
so moved.
got a motion by Supervisor Gaines, and a second by Supervisor Wilson, any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Okay, I have a budget amendment for the sheriff's department for radios they're purchasing. They're moving money from other mobile equipment under 5,000 to other mobile equipment over 5,000 for $35,000.
Okay, you heard the request, can I get a motion? Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines, and a second by Supervisor Wilson, any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
I have another budget amendment for the sheriff's office. It's insurance for, the drones that they have. They're moving them from other contractual services, $8,000 to insurance, $8,000 to
So it's just moving money from one place to another. You heard the request, can I get a motion? Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines, can I get a second? Second by Supervisor Wilson, any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
All right, I have another budget amendment for the civil defense for the sirens. If you remember correctly, we did this in the 2025 budget and it did not happen. I thought it was gonna happen and it didn't. So now I'm doing it in 26. It's $42,687.15 going to civil defense for the sirens to be repaired.
Okay, and we do have fund.
Yes, we have
Okay,
it.
you heard the request, can I get a motion? Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton, can I get a second? Second by Supervisor Gaines, any discussion? Yes.
I thought we already had made a motion to do that.
We made a motion to move forward, but I needed to do a budget amendment.
She said she had to do a budget amendment first. Okay, all right, thank you. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Okay, this is me trying to correct, or move the monies for the rural truck to the correct department, and I'm making a budget amendment between Fund 108 to Fund 106, which is where the truck is sitting, $182,000. I'm just moving
Moving funds.
funds to.
So moved.
Okay, got a motion by Supervisor Gaines,
Second.
and a second by Supervisor Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Okay, this is the budget amendment for the architectural fees at the Chesterfield, $13,100 that Ms. Lynette was speaking about.
Okay. You heard the request?
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor
Second.
Gaines and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Budget amendment to the mental health treatment court. They're moving between line items, they're moving $25,000 out of office clerical into travel and substance, into travel.
So moved.
Okay, got a motion by Supervisor Gaines. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Supervisor Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Okay, this is a budget amendment moving in departments, for the juvenile family court. It was budgeted in the state 223 department, and I'm moving it to the federal 163 department.
Okay, you heard the request.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton,
Second.
and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Okay, these are entries that are moving the funds to their, basically they're clearing out loans that were amongst the different funds to get them where they should be cleared out.
Yeah,
I'm
they should
trying
be.
to clean up. So these are all prior to October 1st, 2025 that I'm doing. I'm trying to clean up 25 and 24.
Okay, that's kind of what Supervisor Gray was asking.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm making a repayment from the county bridge department to the reserve department.
Okay, you have any other ones?
210. I mean, I've got a whole list.
Okay, we're gonna do them all together.
Okay.
Go ahead, call them out.
All right, 210,000. Then I have, I'm making repayments from the MDA Railroad back to the general fund for $48,595.08, and then I'm transferring that $48,595.08 out of the Rentec fund into the MDA Railroad fund, so it can cover the monthly payments to MDA for this year. And then, there was a grant that was miscoded. It was coded to county roads. It's a ASAP grant, and it should have went to the adult intervention court. It was $72,960.86. Another loan repayment between the general fund and the roads, $633,169.43. Another repayment of $1.5 million from the general account to the reserve account. Another loan repayment from the mental health 129 fund to the general account, $9,380.38. A repayment from the Bridge 160 fund, County Bridge, of $930,642.14, from there back to the general fund. I'm transferring funds from the EWPs to the Bridge 160 fund. I'm correcting coding for 2025, these were amounts that were coded to the bridges and department that should have went to the 350 for the EWPs. And then I'm transferring from the general account, $239,933.93 to the EWP fund for the county match. I told you I had a lot. Let's see, I am making a transfer from the, road department to the bridge department, that's 150 to 160 for 60% of the first quarter payroll. It all has to be booked under one or the other, and so I'm just moving the 60% that belongs to the road, and then Chucky and I'll do journal entries to get it in the right categories, but I'm transferring the money back to 160 from 150. And I'll do that every quarter. It just makes it easier than them swapping mid-year or when the budget lines go and then move the fund, then I've got, it's easier at budget time if it's all in one. And this is my last one, it's repayments from the leaners and hangers, fund to the general fund of $20,000, roughly $600. I can't do the math on that, sorry. And then this is the general fund is I'm correcting code from the general fund and the road funds of $137,149.16. From there to the leaners and hangers, they were just not put in the fund when the proceeds were received.
That's all of them?
For today. I'll have some more next week.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion?
Madam President, that 1.5, you was telling Ms. Static, I couldn't hear, so where was that transferred from?
Which
The
one?
1.5 mil
It's from the general fund to the reserve fund.
from the general to the reserve.
I got
So
it.
most, I think all of these, I'm almost positive, the funds are actually in the general account at the
You're
bank.
just referring
I'm
back to
trying to get
different
them in the right
accounts.
buckets
Yeah.
in our books.
Okay. All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Okay, I would like to ask approval for the Thrash invoice for the March, construction activity, $778,523.42.
You heard the request. Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton and a second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Okay, and then I would like to, ask the board to approve paying Air Terror. They are the group that, Mr. Beasley was talking about, that's working with the sheriff's department to get our ASP plan in place for the FAA. And it's for $82,000.
We have the funding for it? We have the funding?
Oh, yeah.
Second.
Okay, got a motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
I have another invoice for the airport project, Vassy Aviation Group. This is the project management team that is, basically representing the county to make sure that, everything is going smooth and we stay on schedule. $127,140.
You heard the request. Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines, a second by Supervisor Middleton. Any discussion?
Madam President, where did you say that money coming from?
It's gonna come from the county, but we'll get reimbursed from the grants, supervisor
Okay.
grant.
Thank you.
Just on it? Okay.
And then,
All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
y'all had just approved the right of way for the airport. Adams County Water had a contractor was supposed to come out, I think, in the mid-April, and they had weather issues up north, and so they came in, they had 2 days they could come in and do it, so they've already done the line from the, what would you call it, Mr. Gaines, the Y, and brought it down to the terminal. So that was $47,991 for the, to get that ran.
we do have the funding for that, right?
So
It
good.
works the same way, it'll go in with the project and we'll get reimbursed.
Was that the one we already?
Y'all approved the right
The
of way.
right of way. Something, yeah. Second.
You know, where's the funding coming from?
We go.
Did they forward that?
Yeah, they had to.
They
Yeah.
board.
Same,
Same.
same as the last, Ricky.
Yeah, same as the last one.
Was this part of the project, Missy?
Yes, it was part of the project, I just didn't,
Okay.
I didn't wanna pay the 6.6% to Thrash. Not that it's a lot of money, but it is, so,
Every dollar counts.
every dollar counts.
We got a motion by Supervisor Wilson, and a second by Supervisor Gaines. All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Okay, so this came to me, it is a order appointing a public defender, and I believe it's appointing Paul Sullivan to the Adams Justice Court as a new public defender. I believe Mr. Hunter.
Tony Taylor?
Good,
Did you?
No, defender, not the
Defender,
prosecutor,
okay.
the defender.
Okay, the judge, don't the judge do that?
Judge,
That's what the letter from.
Who is it from?
Deborah Blackwell,
Yeah.
Judge
Oh,
Blackwell.
Okay,
She's just
okay.
saying,
it
she's
is,
just
okay.
saying.
I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
just received,
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha,
okay.
gotcha.
so I didn't know it was just to
Yeah.
spread across the minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you heard the request, can I get a motion?
So I'm gonna,
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines. Can I get a second? Second by Supervisor Wilson, any discussion?
What is the request?
It's the, appoint a public defender,
Also.
Paul
Yeah.
Sullivan.
Judge Blackwell,
So we got money in the budget for another one?
No, it's
This-
Mr. Hunt resigns.
Somebody, who resigned?
Yeah.
Didn't Terrence,
He
he
resigned.
had to resign.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
he
Terrence
resigned.
Hunter, this gonna refill
Sorry,
Terrence
sorry.
Hunter's position,
Alright.
okay. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, the ayes have it, motion carried.
In the contract that we did with Thrash, it was saying that they needed to do a survey. And then after research, you do a survey on a new project, not a remodeling like we are doing the hangar into a terminal. So we had to just write a letter and tell them that, we did not, we understand that they don't have to do the seismic and assign it. So I just wanted to spread that across the minutes.
You heard the request, can I get a motion?
So,
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton, second by Supervisor Gaines, any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed, the ayes have it, motion carried.
Okay, this is the, MDOT grant, the, Strategic Multimodal Investment Fund agreement. And I rushed to get, Vice President Middleton to sign it, hoping that they would sign it on the 30th. And they didn't sign it till first, but that's okay, I'm working around the date thing, because you were out of town. But I was trying to get it there as soon as I could to get it in effect, because the last signature, the date of the last signature is the date that makes it effective.
Okay.
So, but April 1st is the effective date, I just want to spread this across the minutes.
You heard the request,
so moved.
got a motion by Supervisor Middleton,
second.
second by Supervisor Gaines, any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed, the ayes have it, motion carried.
Okay, this is the sign build, it's Exhibit A. You've already signed President Hutchins, I just wanted to spread it across the minutes.
Okay, exhibit A or what?
Of the Thrash contracts.
Okay. You heard the request,
So moved.
got a motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Wilson, any discussion?
Where are we from?
It's Exhibit A, it's the list of the tasks that are to be done for the project. We did not execute it with the contract when we did it, because we were still putting the list together. So this is just adding the exhibit to the actual contract.
Alright.
This is a change order to.
We gotta carry it, we gotta carry it.
Got to carry the motion?
Oh, I'm sorry.
All in favor say aye. All opposed, the ayes have it, motion carried.
Okay, this is a change order to the Exhibit A. We had to redo the lighting options that we had picked. When we got our price list back, we choked. So we had to go back and redo what we wanted to put in the this is just a change order adjustment. I went ahead and signed it so they could get moving. I just want to spread it across the minutes.
It wasn't more or what?
No, it's less. No,
Yes.
This is less
Yeah.
than the one.
Well, it's about the same because things are starting to balance out between each other, but we definitely did change the lighting because
Okay.
we were way over budget. It looked nice, but
It was.
yes.
Make sure you're approving the change order, signed today and moving forward, not the one she signed.
Do
We
I
heard
have?
that, make sure we sign it the one today, moving forward, not the one you signed.
You can't rush back and approve something.
Can't go back, isn't it?
I don't understand. I'll get with you later.
Yeah,
Okay,
we gonna move, yeah.
yeah,
We need a motion.
yes.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton
Second.
and a second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion?
Yeah, I need to understand what's going on. What you were saying, Scott?
I said you can't, she said she signed something so they could go ahead and get started. I said, you can't do that. You've got to sign, change order us today, and then they can move forward.
So Scott, what am I gonna do when I get in a bind? I mean, this is time sensitive.
I'm sorry, we can call it, do it.
Yeah, we got to follow.
Yeah, you can't.
Okay,
This should be
all right.
staged.
So what we making a motion on?
Spread it.
Spread across the minute and move it forward after the day.
Madam President, what we making a motion on?
We're making I'm signing off on a change order that we had for, it's just the light,
It's
it's for the,
there's, I think there was some plumbing they changed
Some
around to
plumbing.
get cheaper. It's just different things.
different items. So it's plumbing, look like a sprinkler, is it something like that? Including removal of a full sprinkler?
Yeah.
Yeah, different things like, electrical, finishing, exterior, removing of a full sprinkler, just different things, and lighting, scope.
So going forward, just, when it,
So
when
we got, is everything on the up and up with it?
Yeah, you're approving the change order.
We're doing it forward.
And signing. But then now,
I'm gonna put today's date. I'm gonna do today's date on it.
there you go.
so just moving forward, when we come into these change orders, I'm gonna have to call a special meeting, just so y'all are aware. I was trying to save y'all having to come in, but understood. Okay, these are the airmen contract.
Hold. We gotta make sure we got three, well, he's on what you call it.
Right here.
Oh, I can see him back there.
I'm already.
Did you carry it, Madam President?
No, not yet. I was trying to make sure we had enough here in this meeting where people was moving around. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, the ayes have it, motion carried.
Okay, I have 3 airman contracts. One is just your typical, we fly you. One is, they fly you home, so if you break your leg in Breckenridge, skiing, they will come pick you up and bring you home. And then the other one is an international, that they will bring you home internationally. These were what was offered to the employees at open enrollment.
Yeah.
The contract was changed this year that we pay after the employees, fees are deducted.
You heard the request, can I get
Just
a
spread
motion?
across, just spread across the.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor
Second.
Middleton and a second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have the motion carried.
Okay, I don't know if this is something I need to spread across the minutes or not, Scott, but I did a closeout for the ARPA and the COVID, grants that we got. Is this something that needs to be spread across the minutes once they are closed? Because both are in progress right now. I checked them this morning.
You said that's for the offering, the offering of what, COVID?
Yeah, it's the ARPA, and which was almost 6 million, and then we had another one I think it was called, y'all called it the COVID fund. It's 313.
Okay.
What do you say?
What did you say, Scott?
It's not a problem just to do it, you probably don't, but it's not a problem just to approve the closeout.
Okay, this is not the annual report though, is it?
No, this is
Okay.
closing it out, so you don't have to do it again.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, cause we're gonna have an
Excuse
annual
me,
report.
but I think you,
No.
for, according to the meeting we went with the Southwest PPD,
Mhm.
even though you close them out, we still have to do the monthly report because they got some people charging, paying back over $10 million.
Yeah,
They said even though we close them out,
Mhm.
it's a monthly report that you still would have to do.
I think it's the
And I think-
annual report.
And I talked to,
It's the annual
The
report.
annual report,
So I
it's
did
not
the
like,
annual report for the
Yeah.
COVID
Yeah.
before I closed it out.
right.
I did this one in, I think March 30th, I did the,
Annual report,
the ARPA,
uh-huh.
but the annual report's due April
April
15th.
the
So
30th, they said, April 30th.
Yeah, so if I have to, I'll file it.
Okay.
then.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I've done the closeout for both.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds
Yeah.
good. All right, cause I was gonna bring that up about the
So
annual
moved.
report needed to be done. Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines,
Second.
second by Supervisor Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Okay, the right of way, I had it on the docket. So I would've took it off had y'all not approved the right of way, but it's already on the docket, so the 2,000.
2036.
Mhm. So we could go ahead and get that moving.
Okay.
I was trying to get the
You
docket.
get a separate docket for it?
It's on the
It's
docket.
already on there.
docket. It was already on there.
Okay. Good.
I was trying to get the Bellwood on my docket, and then need to see if, Chucky got that done for me. But what else I got on the list? Did that, we did the right of way approval. Oh, Scott, do we need to do a resolution for the, Natchez Adams County School District?
Resolution for the Natchez Adams County School District. For what?
For the homestead? The overpayment?
Yes, let's do a resolution finding that there was overpayment and approving the proposed, clawback. The school is more or less agreed for this, but you go ahead and take that finding.
Okay, let me pull it up real quick.
So explain that again, it was an overpayment, it was there?
So,
So the way that the tax collector's office paid, more than they should have for the reimbursement of homestead. The way homestead is, we get an exemption to ad valorem taxes, and the state reimburses us usually about 80 to 85%. We're supposed to split that between the school and the county. In this instance, there was an over payment to the school. And Ms. Dean caught it and is getting it corrected. Fortunately, we pay a lot of money to the school board, so there's enough to claw it back at a reasonable rate. So that's what it asked me to make that final.
So you say we gonna get it back, how is we gonna get it back?
I propose,
Because
go ahead.
we collect money and receive money from the school and pay them routinely, and so out of it, we're going to, basically pay them less as a way to get back.
So we already contacted them and got something in place, and they know exactly what we gonna do and how we gonna do it?
We have gotten contacted them and put it into place, and they asked that the board go ahead and make this finding, and so we're doing.
Okay.
Make a motion?
So moved.
This has happened before, several years ago. I wouldn't be 16, 17, it's happened before, but nothing new.
Second.
Motion by Supervisor Middleton and second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
I got some other things, but they can wait. They're not pressing.
Okay, sure. What about them? Oh, Scott got them. Okay, Attorney Scott Slover.
A couple of items.
Question.
Oh, that's right. Scott, hold on just a moment. Supervisor Gaines, you have a question, please?
No, Ms. Conlon, while you was cleaning up, I was wondering, did we have, some money in that road bond that we took out a couple of years ago? We should have had a account for the road bond.
A road bond, yes, yes. Do we have any money left in it?
Yeah,
No. I don't think so.
that road bond, it should have been about.
Wait a minute, you asked the question, what was what?
Yeah, I thought we had.
We do have money.
$1 million bill.
We do.
No, we had about 500,000.
It should be about 500,000. Is it 500 or 900? Because at one point,
It was 500
Scott
something,
told me
Scott said
9.
900.
That's right. It should be about 900,000 there.
Okay, I'm thinking about a different one.
Okay.
That's the roll bond.
That's something we can look up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have all that in order. at the
Yeah,
next
no,
meeting.
it was all, we can move forward.
I thought it was like 580.
Yeah, 5,000,
But Scott came back and said it was different, a difference amount.
yeah.
Okay. Attorney Scott Sloan, go ahead.
A couple of items to be current.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I have an item to be determined.
Okay. Let me refer back to you. You have an item to be determined also?
Yeah, I don't know whether Scott and I are if
It's the
he's,
same
if
thing?
he's doing mine or, but it is, for the discussion of the salaries of property on a house development project.
Okay, Scott, what about the MOU for workforce? Don't you have that?
Yes, I'm sorry, I do have that.
Okay.
I don't know if you're gonna bring that up with her.
No, you can go ahead and bring it up. Go ahead. You can go ahead.
Yeah, so more or less we're adapting to our RETA that we have for workforce, and that it's gonna go through CoLin. Is that correct, Supervisor Gaines? I'm
That's
sorry,
correct.
Vice Chair Hudson?
That's correct.
And so Debbie Hudson, I think she's on that workforce, asked that I get started with a draft of a change, or an amendment to the agreement. RETA provides and anticipates that there would be some massaging in how we do this. And so, I've got a draft going, I'm gonna circulate it to the rest of the, attorneys for workforce, if you get a motion.
So,
I got a motion by Supervisor Gaines.
Second.
And a second by Supervisor Middleton. Any discussion? I have discussion. Scott, have you circulated that to us first before you circulate it to them to let us read? We should, don't you think we should have an agreement on it first before circulating it to the other party?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But what I'll do is I'll circulate it to y'all, and then after, a little while, I'll circulate it over to the attorneys only, just any discussion, just to get the ball rolling, if that's okay.
Okay, and this MOU is in regards to the workforce that we've been working with on anyway, and what we're trying to do here is get someone hired, and we're gonna pay, a portion of that salary, like, the school board and the city, and we're all joining in to pay a portion of it, and that employee is gonna be a CoLin employee,
so
but. go ahead.
basically, the only thing that you're changing is the employee changing from the city to CoLin.
Right.
And the money going from the city and being paid to CoLin.
No, it's gonna
Right.
be paid for 3
Yeah,
entities,
it's gonna be,
right?
no, I'm just saying our
Our
portion of the money,
right.
because I know the last time we had them, our 3 portion paid to the city, it was a city employee.
Right.
On this MOU, we just gonna pay it to CoLin, there'd be a CoLin employee instead
Exactly,
of city, okay.
exactly. That's what's the MOU is in regards to. Okay, so, all in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Thank you, Scott. Make sure you get us a copy, you're welcome, David. Make sure you get us a copy and let us review it and then get it sent over to City Hall in the school, before they board meetings.
Actually, I think it was Debbie's birthday too, so happy birthday.
Is it your birthday? Happy
That's
birthday.
right. Thank you.
Happy belated birthday.
Yes, thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you, Scott.
All
I'll
right,
get you.
sounds great. All right, that's all you have, Scott?
I'm sorry about that.
Okay, all right. All right, I have some things here. The first thing I need to get approved is the 2026 annual MAPDD conference. It's gonna be in Biloxi, April the 21st through the 24th. I'm a part of that board. I think it's for the supervisor that want to attend though. I'm a part of that board. I think Supervisor Gaines and Supervisor Grace are part of that board too. Mine would be reimbursed. It's a reimbursement. Because I sit on the board of directors, so I need approval for the travel.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines. Second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed, the ayes have it, motion carried. I got something here from Robbie Dollar. It was an absentee report. This was for March 23rd, 2026. We need to approve 3 hours to spread it across the minutes, yeah.
So,
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton
Second.
and a second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion?
Yes. What are we doing?
We just approving his,
We gonna go spread across many counties.
I mean, it's already paid, yeah, we just spreading this across the minutes to get it approved to spread it across the minutes for, 3 hours that he was off on March 23rd.
So
We just spreading it across the minutes, yes, right. Yeah, I need a motion to spread it across the minutes, he's already taken it.
Are we having this right?
yes.
Scott,
Got the lead time they had,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
sick leave, or
it's annually, yeah, it's annually. Why you don't have this sick,
Hey,
this is sick.
something that's already been done?
yeah, why didn't you
Doctor,
get it in advance?
sign the surgeries, I can't do it.
It's because we didn't have a board meeting before that time.
Paul Bear.
Paul Bear
He was a pallbearer at a
Paul
funeral,
Bear,
Yeah.
that's what that was.
That's bereavement, okay,
so
that's
that's,
Yeah, I put
that's
it-
more bereavement. So it's annual.
or maybe
Sick, this will be a sick, it's not in,
Okay.
down across this out. Okay, it's sick.
that's fine. Bereavement, okay, I'm ready.
All in favor, say aye. All opposed, the ayes have it, motion carried. Okay. Next thing is approval for travel for this is for the MAS, annual convention. That's from June the 9th through the 12th in Biloxi, Mississippi. Can I get a motion? It's for all supervisors, the county, road manager, county attorney, chancery clerk, and, Meg, and the county comptroller, and assistant road manager.
That's July.
That's June.
June.
June, the 9th through the 12th.
Yeah.
Can I get a motion? Got a motion by Supervisor Wilson? Yeah, me, I tell me.
Okay.
And can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Supervisor Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed, the ayes have it, motion carried. This is a travel for any supervisor that want to attend the 2026 NACO conference. This is gonna be in New Orleans, and the dates are July 17th through the 20th. Need a motion?
Come on.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines, can I get a second? Second by Supervisor Middleton, any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed, the ayes have it, motion carried. The next thing here is, the Adams County Coalition for Children and Youth is asking for a sponsorship for a fundraising event that they're gonna have. And a sponsorship for the board, $100. And a silver sponsor is $200, a bronze sponsor is $300, and a gold sponsor $500, and a platinum sponsor is $1,000. And some of them are with t-shirts, the bronze, gold, and platinum are with t-shirts.
That's that trucks on the wall that Robbie usually takes.
His truck.
April the 18th, it's gonna be April the 18th, from 10 to 2.
I think that's usually what we do.
You.
Yeah, we used to do this, what amount do we take? We don't take no, do no fundraising.
Robert said driver, we just paid his driver. You see me drive down on the truck, that's what we got to do.
Okay, we'll send confirmation to the Men's Health Network. Men's Health Network is asking for us to Father's Day 15th through the 21st, recognized by Congressman observe annual through Father's Day, June the 15th through the 21st. I guess they're asking us to do a proclamation for them. You hear that?
So, proclamation for what?
For the Men's
Father's
Health
Day?
Month. Men's Health Month. Asking us to do a proclamation, and it's to send it to Washington for June the 15th through the 21st. As Congressman Richard notes, it's coming from a Congressman Richardson.
Just do it next week.
Okay, you wanna do that? Let me see what's today, yeah, that's June, we got time, I'm gonna let everybody look at it. Yeah, okay. All right, let me see what else I have here. Okay. This come from the Adams County Master Gardens, they're gonna have a spring plant sale, April the 18th. Time 8 to 12, and it's gonna be at Codan. Next thing, I need to get approval for travel for Terrence Bailey to attend the, tax assessor conference. It's for the tax assessor and tax collector conference. And the date's gonna be May the 25th through the 29th. He needs approval. Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton and a second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Okay. This here is a reimbursement. I don't have to get these approved. Okay. And then I have an item to be determined. That's all I have. I need a motion to close examination. Got a motion?
Fred, I
Oh.
would,
I'm
sorry, this is very last minute.
Okay.
I received today, I didn't know this, but you know, the Flex program the county has in place, so employees can have monies deducted from their check so they can get prescriptions or, help pay with dental on a tax advantage basis. I just found out today that the application that we have to get signed every year had not been, I didn't get a copy of it. It went to someone else that didn't know what it was. And this doesn't cost the county anything, but we do have to have the plan agreement in place. And I will need to know if I could get President Hudson's and the board's approval to get this signed, because I know beginning this month, people's deductions are already gonna start coming out from their paychecks. And this is a great plan. It actually saves the county money because the money's taken out pre-tax. The county's not paying PERS or federal tax.
Okay, got a motion by Supervisor Gaines, can I get a second?
second.
Second by Supervisor Middleton, Supervisor Wilson. All in favor say aye. All
Thank
opposed?
you. I'll let the company know to email this to me.
I make a motion to close the
Does she need to
termination.
sign that?
Yes. Got a motion for close motion for close determination.
Second.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carries.